Perhaps I finally figured it out. Yes. Yes. It appears to be working this time. Very well. Greetings, my lords and ladies upon the YouTube. It is I, SirMemphis, noble knight, errant of the Curry Kingdom, and I am prepared to do what Lord Memphis referred to as a stream video. Apparently, I am to duel with ye olden folk, upon which the YouTube, in the real time, through some form of devilry witchcraft, but we shall see where this is going to go. It's going to be quite an interesting affair here. I'm attempting to click many buttons and see if any of them allow me to hear the music. I think that did it. Yes. Hello. Good evening, King of Slayers. I am here. I am simply preparing the stream. Indeed. Perhaps to let me know if thou can hear the music. I do not hear it myself, but we shall see. We shall see, but yes, for today's festivities, I shall simply be playing whatever deck I feel like playing. Can be whatever I wish it to be. And that is all that Lord Memphis asked me to do, is just play with whatever deck I wish to play with. So, I shall be picking them mostly at random. And we shall see where this shall go. Trying to see a deck that I would wish to play right at the moment. So many options and so few things. How about this one? It has the Air Knight Parshath in it. Cannot hear the music. Is it loud enough, perhaps? Appears to be. Simply seems that this device is being uncooperative. See if that does anything. Well, if it doesn't work, I can simply turn on the music that is on the EDOPro, I believe. How do I do that again? I think it was... let's see, sound. There it is. Just turn that one on, if nothing else. Well, one way or another, doesn't matter too much. I shall not be fretting over it or anything this evening. No, I shall not. Let's see. What is this name? I am not some side character. I am SirMemphis, of course. No, I've misspelled character. There we go. Quite good indeed. Alrighty. So let us proceed, my lords and ladies. Well, there's only you, Sir King. Not entirely sure where everyone else is, but here we are. We shall proceed to duel post-haste. So, allow me to briefly practice myself. Oh, perhaps not. Very well, I shall simply start us. Let's see. What is a fitting password for our duels this evening? Of course, we must go with... the Grand King Karibo. I shall do it quite well. So, Sir King, if thou wish to duel, go right ahead. The password, of course, is King Karibo. I shall do it quite well. One of these bars is moving. I assume that means something is activating. Hard and difficult to say indeed. Difficult indeed to tell, but regardless, the room of duels is opened. If thou wishes to duel, the password is King Karibo. Let me think for a moment. I shall reach over here for one moment. Let's see. Get this infernal device. These earphone things. Perhaps they shall allow me to hear the music. I don't... How does this work again? All these wires. What on earth is this for? Let's see. Let's see here. I think it goes here. I think. Let's just see here. Nope, can't hear a thing. well, doesn't matter. Matters little. Is anyone wishing to duel this evening? I'm seeing people here. At least I think that's what this means, is I see two. Would everyone wish to duel this evening, or perhaps no one wishes to just yet? I suppose I shall simply see if there's anyone here who wishes to duel at all. Let us try that first. I'll attempt to do this first. I apologize, this is my first time attempting this stream thing. Therefore, I'm a bit underprepared, but... Oh, now already. Very well. Let me prepare myself once more. Let's see. There we go. Thou art lagging behind, Sir King. Thou must be better prepared for the long march. But it is alright. It's quite alright indeed. Let's see. Let's see here. See if it works now. See, something's moving on there. Perhaps that's moving something. Regardless. Good evening, Sir Claronus. Thou art prepared for duels, I would hope. Well, we are preparing to duel. We haven't had a duel just yet, but I'm working on it. There we go. Yes, my plan is simple for this evening. I shall be dueling with whatever deck happens to come forth, and I shall smite thee, but politely, of course. Or perhaps thou shalt win, who shall say. Regardless, I shall be going second here. I don't think that's ideal for this deck, but we shall see. As we are playing with Brave Knights, don't think it matters very much. What does this card do? What on earth is this? K9, the number 17, and something that I think is a name. Very well. What does this card do? Quite a lot of cards. Very well. Very well. So now it is our turn. Let us see what we have for our hand. I shall activate mine Sacred Waters in the Sky spell. Of course, we shall use a card that is gifted to us by God himself. No, the Sacred Waters here. You would stop the Sacred Waters of Heaven? Slayer, you might be a heretic. Quite possibly. Regardless of that, I shall set 2 cards from mine hand, and I shall summon forth mine Bountiful Artemis creature, who is clearly an angel of the Lord, a bit of an odd-looking one, not quite like the Moki Moki monsters, but it is still an angel of the Lord, nevertheless. Nevertheless, we shall see where things shall go from here. Battle Guard Echoes. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. Very well. So what does this do? Summoning forth a monster. You summoned forth the same monster as before. So what is this one doing now? Send a K9 card from thine deck to thine grave. Being this spell card, you say? Very well. Well, this is rather unfortunate at the moment. I was really hoping to keep that monster upon my board a little longer. We shall see indeed. Perhaps this deck was a mistake. Tis hard to say. Tis hard to say. Oh, now what? What is this doing now? Oh, it simply comes back? Alright. Quite to the tricky thing indeed. Quite to the tricky card indeed. Let me think, yeah. Shall see where this shall go. So thou shalt summon forth thine monster, and I shall activate mine solemn warning, a warning from the Lord himself, you better heed it. For now I shall summon forth mine Sacred Knight Parshath. That is right. I shall banish 2 forth of mine angels, and summon forth a bigger one. Apparently you can also summon a monster as well, but I shall summon mine as well. Very well. So what does this creature do? Let's see. During the main phase of the opponent, activate a card effect. Very well. Unfortunately, the card I've drawn I cannot play. But regardless, I shall strike down thine lupus creature, and deal upon thee a swift bit of damage. Mine Parshath will then activate its effect to add myself a counter trap to mine hand. In this particular instance, Let me think upon this. Let me think upon that indeed. I shall simply search this one, the Solemn Strike Trap card. It looks like a good one. I would call that a good one indeed. So I shall end my turn here. Oh, I suppose I could have set that card, but it's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there, so what else can you do? Let's see, what does this creature do? The Lantern creature. Summon this card, and then you summon for both monsters. I see. Let me think here. So this is going to send forth another card from thine deck to thine grave. Seems to be the theme of this particular bunch of cards. Which are sending your cards to the grave and then they simply come back. Seems a bit much here, but so far it doesn't seem to be too powerful of a deck. Not compared to mine Sacred Arcanite Parshath. Quite the powerful beast indeed. So now what we shall do. So summon forth yet another monster, the Ripper monster. Very well. And what does this one do? Although attempting to search more cards, I shall activate mine Rebirth of Parshath trap card. I shall reveal the counter trap upon mine hand, and discard a card from mine hand, paying life points to negate thine monster, and summoning forth another Parshath from mine deck or extra deck. In this particular instance, let me think about this. Let me think. Who do I wish to summon forth is a good question. These will both draw me more cards. This monster's bigger, however. I shall summon forth mine Neo Parshath, Sky Paladin. Very good indeed. Very well, so I have myself quite the bountiful bit of monster here. And quite a very good thing, because I've drawn into mine... Let's see, what... Oh, now what are you doing? Summon a canine monster, and then summon an Exceed monster from mine deck using that monster's material. But destroying it during the end of phase of the next turn. But you simply get to summon forth an Exceed monster with only one material. Very well. So what does this one do? Cannot be bested by battle or by cards. Let's see. Detach material, then target a card and you would banish my knight. That is rather unfortunate. That might have been all that you need. That's devilry indeed. Devilry indeed. Oh, this is rather regrettable indeed. I shall summon forth mine Artemis creature. But I don't think there's anything else I can do with this. Regrettable. Regrettable indeed. Perhaps I should have summoned the Moki deck either way. I do not unfortunately have a card that can stop this. 'Tis regrettable indeed. 'Tis regrettable, but it is the first joust of the day. It's nothing, not a problem at all. And now what you'll do? Oh, now you'll play this card. I see. So that trap really doesn't have any sort of backlash to it, does it? Oh, you're werewolves. I see. So this was devilry after all. Well, now that I've summoned forth another creature, I shall summon forth mine Typhon monster. You have played too many cards, sir, and I shall return thine werewolf back to hell where it belongs. And I shall battle the phase. So I shall strike you low with our two monsters, and though I have little else, I shall send your creatures streaming back to the hells regardless. Very well. This is what our deck wishes to do. We have summoned forth our angels, and we shall strike forth against these werewolf creatures. Creatures of the night, indeed. They shall not be allowed to live so long as I draw breath. Let's see. Once again, setting that spell card from before. The one that, see. So if you have an Exceed monster, then you can summon forth another. Very well. Seems like a quite powerful combination of cards, but again, it's all about devilry, therefore we cannot say good things about it so much. Regardless, let's see what we've drawn into. Good evening, Sir Spicy. You have joined us just in time to lay low into these werewolf creatures. My opponent is attempting to stop me with their creatures of the night, but I have gained the upper hand here. What is this? I could have struck you down with a smaller creature, regardless. Regardless, our bountiful Artemis shall taste blood here. Very good. We shall see where this shall go from here. For I have mine Typhon, and I have mine bountiful Artemis. What have ye, Sir Slayer King? What haveth thee? What is this? The Raigeki spell. I see. Rather unfortunate. I simply need to know. I need to just draw a monster. That's all I really need to do. Let's see. That is not a monster. But it is a good card to draw. I shall play the Time Terry Morganite spell. So, Levi, do not worry, Fred. It's quite alright. Simply stay in the stands for the day and watch the show, as they say. I am laying low into this werewolf creature that Sir Slayer has brought to us today. Let's see here. I think that will quite work. I shall activate mine Sanctum of Parshath spell. This shall protect mine face-down cards and make mine fairies stronger. I shall summon forth the Sage of the Sky and lay my opponent low. Unless they have another card that they can play. They can't play this card, but they can play the other. And of course, a Knight of the Cutting Kingdom shall not be laid low by mere werewolves, for they are vicious creatures indeed, but they are creatures of darkness. So a good duel, Sir Slayer King, quite the good back and forth show, but, you know, I am using the Warriors of God, therefore I was victorious. So good game, sir, good game. Good game indeed, very good. Alright, I shall continue here, so let's see. I do not have anything to write down or anything, the order of today's duel, so it should be quite random indeed. It shall be quite random. So, of course, remember, everyone, the password is King Karibo. Very important. Let's see what other deck I shall play today. There are so many decks to play, and some that I know of, and some that I don't. Let me think upon this. This deck has warriors in it. I do like warriors quite good. Therefore, I shall play with this deck next. Very well. Sir Jank, the Hero Hut, you are here? You plan to jank me, sir? Well, you'll have to try very hard. I've already laid into the werewolf monsters. You'll have to try quite hard here. Alright, so whoever would wish to joust next, thou shalt join now. I prepared mine deck. Sir Spicy Boy has stepped up here. Very good. So let us continue our battles. Let's see. How does this deck play? I think I didn't play this deck. Lord Memphis played this one. Or was it Sir Alter? I forget. Regardless, let's see what we have here. Very well, I shall be opening first here. In this particular instance, I shall begin the festivities with the Ultimate Hyper Stadium spell. That way I might add another card from mine deck to mine hand. In this case, I shall search forth mine Player Manager monster. Very good. Let's see, what else shall we do? I shall activate the Signing Deal spell card. This way I can summon forth a monster from mine deck, a Noble Warrior of the midfielder. I shall take some damage, but that's irrelevant. Quite irrelevant indeed. So we shall summon forth a Libero Spiker monster. And I shall summon forth what's this card called? The Perfect Ace. That should do quite well for our first turn. So we shall end our turn and see what comes of it. I have myself 2 monsters upon mine board. That's quite good. I'd say that's quite good, having 2 monsters on the board in the first turn. Quite a good showing here. What is this card? Send a rock monster from thine deck to thine grave, I see. This is similar to the Foolish Burial spell. Very well. Now aren't getting... What does this card do? The Fossil Fusion spell, let's see. Banish monsters from any graveyard. Fascinating indeed. Fascinating indeed. Let me think here. Very well. What is this? Some sort of wicked looking... Is that a dragon? It's hard to tell if that's a dragon. Is that a dragon or am I mistaken? Looks like a dragon. I mean, it would die all the same, but is it a dragon or is it some sort of wicked demon creature. I'm not certain. It says it's a soul-eating monster, therefore it must be something wicked. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. Truly indeed. If it is a wicked monster. Let us see here. Dinosaur monsters are unaffected by activated effects, you say. Is that a bad thing? That sounds like a bad thing. Should I do something about that? That is a good question. Let me think on this one. I think I should stop that, perhaps. Maybe I'm wrong, but we shall see. I shall stop my miscellaneous source creature, so that my cards might still affect yours. Perhaps I was right or wrong. I'm not 100% certain. Let's see here. The miscellaneous Saurus monster. Summoning forth whatever this creature is. And some sort of odd jewelry piece? What on earth is this creature? What on earth is this? Dinosaur monsters. Baby? Who sends an infant into battle? That's crazy. Who would do such a thing? Very well. Very well indeed. Perhaps I should not have summoned forth my manager monster in this particular instance. Perhaps that was a mistake upon my own part. Regardless of that, what else can you do? Suppose I shouldn't have stopped this creature at all, but I don't think it would have mattered either way. Let us see forth. You have your little knight upon thine board. I have seen the little knight. Of course, she is a proud warrior, much as any warrior would be. And though, let's see. Evolution pill. Banish a dinosaur and a non-dinosaur monster. I see. There we go. So I activate my Libero Spiker monster's ability. Which will summon forth another monster from mine deck, actually. Regrettably, I've searched the wrong card, therefore I can't summon the creature I wish to summon. But it's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. So let us see. We shall put this monster back into our deck for now. And summon forth... yes. We shall summon forth the Block Backer monster. That ought to work. Because if he summons forth a creature from his deck, being this rather large creature itself, I can activate the effect of mine Block Backer monster. This will change his monster to defensive mode and negate its abilities. So whatever it does do, it won't work for us this turn. The password, of course, is King Karibo. How could you forget? It's a very good password. It is, in fact, the greatest of passwords. I don't know why you would pick anything else for a password. It's a great password indeed. Very good. So, as I said, we have stopped the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Quite the vicious-looking brute indeed. Definitely some kind of dragon. Not sure what kind, but it is definitely a dragon of some form. And we shall see where things go from here. What are you summoning now? Evolzorlagi. Oh, that's a dragon. That is assuredly a dragon indeed. Let's see, what does it do? When an opponent summons a monster or a spell trap is activated, negate and destroy that card. That is not great for me, but we shall see where this shall go. We shall see indeed. Now it is our turn. Let's see, this card is regrettably useless to me. Let me think on this. Let's see. I shall summon forth mine Libero Spiker monster by summoning forth mine Block Backer back to mine hand. That'll be a good start here. And from there, let me think. Let me think upon this. I shall activate mine Powered Jersey spell card. If Sir Spicy would stop anything, it would probably be this card. Oh, wait. The Little Knight, I forgot about her. Well, that was unfortunate. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to use it. Oh, yeah, this is only during my opponent's turn. Oh, of course, I don't even know what a dinosaur is. What even is that? Dragons are real things. Dinosaurs are clearly fictional. Okay, does this look like something... Well, this is the dragon. Hold on one second. Does this look like something that's real to you? This is a dragon. That looks real to me. This is a fabrication. Real? Fake. Real? Fake. Warrior. Something probably fake. Some kind of statue or something. Anyway. Let's see here. Shall see where this is going to go. It's not going to be easy by any standard. Because now this creature is back and its effects shan't be negated. First of the dragons. Dinosaurs are like the first of the dragons. I see, the first of dragons' grandparents. Well, that just means that we have to smite them later then. Or should we smite them first and then the first of the dragons? I suppose we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I don't think we need to be spiteful about it or anything. So what are you going to summon forth? Can't be tired about monster effects. Quite good, quite good. Very well. Very well. This doesn't look to be good. Are you going to summon forth another of this creature? I hope not. Let's see. I shall activate my Libero Spiker Monster's ability here. And see where this is going to go. Unfortunately, his monster is quite bigger than mine, which is not great. But we shall see. I shall summon forth mine Player Manager Monster. And we shall see where this is going to go. For this can negate all my opponent's monsters for a turn. So see if that will do us what we need it to do. What is this creature? The Pancratops monster. Very well. I shall activate the effect of mine Player Manager to destroy one of thine cards. I shall destroy thine Conductor Tyranno. It is a shame that the little knight is upon my opponent's board, for she is putting in good work, but for the wrong side, clearly. This is how the Land Before Times movie. What on earth is that? What is a movie? Is that like a play or something? Now, regardless of which, let's see where this is going to go. So you shall use your Conductor Tyranno's effect to flip my monster's face down. And your monsters shall both be removed from the board. Now, let me think here. Regrettably, while my manager may survive this turn, I'm not so certain about my Perfect Ace monster. It's a bit more difficult to say. Shall see indeed. I mean, I have things that can work here. Really depends on what I draw into upon my next turn. Very well. Yes, the Perfect Ace monster put in some good work, but unfortunately he's been laid low. But he did his job. He helped us to get... Right. Well, that is rather troublesome. That is rather difficult to take. I was rather hoping to keep my Player Manager monster. Also, what on earth is that creature that keeps out? This is the second time that's done something. And I don't know what it does. Let me think here. I shall summon forth my Libero Spiker monster once more. You shall negate my very summon. Clearly, the work of a tyrannical dragon. Truly indeed. It's the only way that the knights can possibly lose is through trickery and such things. And that's all dragons will do. That is what they are up to. Okay, this is the creature I saw before. What is this creature? Let's see. If this card is banished, and banished during that turn, it shall be added back to thine hand. I see. Curious little creature. Curious little creature. It appears to be some sort of, suit of armor with really long arms, or something. And what is this? Okay, so Spicy has done the job for me, and he has killed the dinosaur dragon things himself. Unfortunately, I lose this duel, but it was only through trickery and such things that dinosaur dragons can do. But it was a good duel, I suppose. We attempted to do as our deck. We stayed true to ourselves, if nothing else. So good game, so Spicy. Good game. Good game. Thank you for killing the dinosaur creature, though. At least we got to see one of them be dead. Alright. Lord Memphis has forgotten to unmute the opponents again. Oh, has he? Let's see. Let me see if I can fix that. What button is that? Let's see. Oh. Very good. I'm sorry, Lord Memphis just told me to start the stream. He didn't tell me he'd actually done anything to the settings of this game. Or whatever. So, it's all on him. It's all on him. Alright, so once more to duel. I suppose Lord Hero or Lord Claranus, either one is welcome to duel. Apologies. Apologies, my lords and ladies. One moment. I forgot to check what deck we shall be playing next. Let me think. There's so many decks to play. But which one do we wish to play is the question. We have many options. You know what? I've had some good times with this deck. I shall play with this one next. Very good. There we go. How are you finding computers? Well, after recently looking up the term waifu upon the internet, I have deduced that the computers are in fact the works of Satan. Clearly that is the only option here. So, I mean, you can ask how I'm playing the EDOPro game when, of course, it is on the computer device. Don't think of it too hard. Truly do not. Alright, so what is our hand looking like? It is a hand. Quite the worthy hand indeed. Quite indeed. But yes, I am somewhat traumatized from the waifu week. Let us never speak of it again. Not in this lifetime. Alright, let's decide to be on charge of the Light Brigade spell. And I shall search for the Light Sword Archfiend, I feel. Indeed. And of course with this deck we shall be attempting to summon forth Sophia, the goddess of rebirth. Satan has good... Do not say such things, Sir Hero. Do not ever say such words. They're heretical and also completely wrong. Very well. So we shall summon forth our Weiss, and I'll summon forth mine Fearless Monster. I send forth mine Ride into the graveyard, but I don't think it matters too much. Let's see here. So I'll summon forth our first Synchro Monster. Very well. Summoning forth our Athenian Light Sworn. And do as our deck wishes to do, and we shall summon forth Sophia in roughly 2 or 3 turns. I see. So I've been hit with the Impermanence trap card. I see. So have to activate once more the charge of Light Brigade. In this case, I shall search forth my Light Sworn Dragonling, I think. And, oh, I was actually going to send that card to the graveyard, but this works just as well. So I shall summon forth the Dragonling creature. Remember, this is one of the only dragons that's suitable, because it is at least working with the Light Sworn monsters. It's not the most, you know, it's pure heresy, of course, but at the same time, it'll at least do us something here. So I shall summon forth mine Riding creature. And let's see, what have I sent to my graveyard thus far? Anything important? Not especially, no. Not especially, I mean, the Zombie Word spell is gone, but I don't think that matters too much. Very well. Shall summon forth our next creature, being... let's see, Dragonling, and yes, we shall keep the monsters with the most attack points, of course. We want our monsters to do lots of damage. So we shall remove our Light Sworn Dragonling to the grave. Send more... Well, regrettably, we've sent our Sophia to the graveyard. That is most unfortunate, indeed. Most unfortunate indeed. And I don't have enough Light Swans in my graveyard to summon forth the dragon, so I suppose I'll simply lay into Lord Hero, lay him low. Is what we will have to do here. I believe that is the end of the duel right there. Funnily enough, Lord Hero, I'm afraid you were caught with your pants down. You simply had your Infinite Impermanence trap card, and that was it. Well, do not worry, Lord Hunt. We'll have more chances to duel here. I'm curious as to what your stratagem was. But, you know, if you're going to play a deck with many different cards in it, up to 60 cards, one must have all the consistency in the world. It is very important. Very well. But, yes, good game, sir. And better luck with the second joust, of course. But, yes, that was the Sophia deck. Unfortunately, I didn't get to summon Sophia Monster, but that's... You know, we did it twice before. We have done it. It is quite easy to do with that deck. Let's see here. So I shall hope shit again. Whoever's... let's see. So Sir Slayer, Sir Claranus, Sir Spicy, Sir Hero. are all here. So really, whoever would listen to Duel here... Oh, I apologize for doing this. I'm not going to pick a deck at random without actually looking at it first. You know what? I wish to know what the appeal of these dinosaur monsters are, so I shall play with one myself. And offense started, not much for defense. Well, of course, one must have the best defense, which is offense. But unfortunately, you went first. So, I don't know why you made... It's neither here nor there, neither here nor there. Regardless, better luck next time. Do not worry about it. We'll get to see your strategy at some point. Very well. So who is next? Who will face SirMemphis in glorious battle? Knight errant of the Current Kingdom? Smiter of dragons? You know, that is what I do. I smite dragons. I lay into witches and wizards. Smite them. Bring them low. It's what I do. What is this going to be? We shall see. I wish to see what these dinosaur monsters do, though. Because I have dueled with the dragons before. I mean, this is a card game, of course. A real dragon I cannot tolerate. Card game dragons, somewhat. So I wish to see how these are going to go. Alright, so Slayer, it's your turn next. As soon as thou findeth the room, of course. The password is King Karibo, of course. Yes, what was the Lord Memphis wishes me to ask again? How is everyone appreciating the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Upon which every day for 100 days we duel with different decks every single day. We are almost at the 80th day, you know. The show is almost concluded. And so I shall do Lord Slay, and I shall do you, Circular Honest. I shall do this indeed. Very well. Let's see. So I shall be going second, which is ideal. I wish my deck to go second. It is what my deck wishes to do. Well, that is unfortunate. I actually like the cards I had in my hand there. Let's see here. Fascinating. I suppose I can make that hand work too. What is my opponent playing? Let's see. What does this card do? Place Monster Born on top of thine deck, you say. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. Alright, now it is my turn. Give me one moment. I need to read what these cards actually do. Let's see. Attributing to monster. Very well. This monster. Very well. Very well. Oh, this is like that other baby. Okay. I wonder if this works. I shall activate the Ground Xeno spell. Let's see. Oh, I see. This card is on the card. I think I'm supposed to search this card. I shall destroy the Petite Pterodon monster. And this shall summon forth 2 dinosaurs. I shall summon forth mine Meteorosaurus creature. And then I shall summon forth another dinosaur from my deck, being the soul-eating one. Yes, I think that'll work quite well. So we shall search forth the soul-eating Oviraptor monster. And thanks to Lord Spicy, I know I should get this card. Because I can discard it so that I'm unaffected by cards for a turn. That's how to work. Let's see. What else can I do? Oh yes, I can banish this creature to get more... Ah, that's right. I can do that. So I shall activate my Miscellaneous Saurus creature. I shall remove himself and another dinosaur from my graveyard to summon forth this other baby monster. Let's see. Do I have anything else that destroys cards? What else does this do? Target a monster, destroy it, and summon a dinosaur from the grave. Oh, quite good indeed. I shall destroy the baby once more. And I shall summon forth, wait. Yes, I shall summon forth the, King Rex here. I think it'll work. I don't think I need to destroy my own cards. This one's only, face-up monsters, I believe. And I shall summon out the King Rex. Yes. I think that's good. Let's see, what else can I do here? I shall... Let's see. I shall release 2 of mine creatures to summon forth this creature, the mighty King Rex. And I can summon for the creature from mine extra deck. Let's see. Let us simply attack first. Let us attack first and see what comes of it. So I shall activate the attacking of mine King Rex here. When it destroys a monster by battle, I see. I remember this creature from before. It shall add the Fossil Fusion spell, I see. Very well. Very well indeed, I see. I see indeed. Alright, so shall I add the Miracle Rupture spell? Very well. But my monster can attack again. So that is what I shall do. I suppose I could have summoned forth another monster and done more damage, but I don't think it matters too much. I don't think it does. I could be very wrong, but I think this is fine. Let's go ahead now and summon that other monster. This creature. What is this creature called again? Jurak Astero. Very good. And I think that will do for now. I think that will do quite nicely indeed. Quite good, my lords and ladies. Are there any actual ladies here? I don't think there are. Where are all the ladies at? It is simply a gathering of knights, I suppose, so we don't need to see them. Again with this spell, the Regeki spell. It caused me trouble last time, too. Not an ideal thing. Very well, so what is this going to do? Let's see. Send another monster, and you're going to send that same creature as before. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. This is a bit troublesome, because I do have quite a few monsters in my graveyard, so I would assume that you are planning to fusion summon using my cards. That appears to be what this card is all about. Very well. I mean, anything that sees more dead dragon dinosaurs is a good thing in my book. Welcome to the sausage... What? Wait. Was I supposed to bring sausage? I don't see any sausage. I mean, I'm not too peckish at the moment, but at the same time, I don't see any sausages. We're simply playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. Why is there talk of sausage here? Alright, so what does this creature do? It does quite a bit, actually. Can't be targeted by monster effects either. Let's see. So, the card I would usually use to destroy this creature... King of Skulls. Second attack during every battle. Oh, that's the end of the duel right there, then. Confound the Regeki spell! That card should be... Well, if it was in the Curry Kingdom, that card would be banned, I would assure you. A card that simply destroys all of your opponent's monsters for free? Such is not fair. Well, regardless of mine griping, it was a good back and forth for a minute there, Sir Slayer, but... You did have the upper hand with that spell of yours, I suppose, so... A good game to you, sir. So let us get Lord Cloronus in here. Let's get him in here. So what else can we do? Okay, so clearly the dinosaur monsters, you know, they're dragons. I shouldn't have expected anything out of them. That is on my fault. GG, sir. The good game. Let's see here. This deck didn't even get finished. Why is it here? Let's see. I think Lord Memphis he needed to fix this deck. One moment. I wish to play with this deck for some reason. Let's see. What was the other card that was important in this deck? I think it was this one. Looks fine to me. But anyway, we should play with this deck next. Okay, Lord Cloronus, it is now thy turn. The power of fossils are confounding you in these decks. That is true. That is the second time these fossil cards have lain me low in surprise. I will not deny it. I will not deny it. Although it was much more pronounced in the second joust, but... no. It's a bit of an odd thing. Being able to fusion summon with the cards of thine opponent's graveyard. What is next? Being allowed to synchro summon using the cards my opponent controls. Or perhaps you're going to exceed using the cards in mine extra deck. Or perhaps you shall, what's another thing? Perhaps thou shalt ritual summon with the cards in my main deck. Is that going to be the next thing, perhaps? Hard to say, indeed. We're simply waiting for Lord Claranus. If he is not available, we shall wait for whoever is next. But I need to get myself back up. I haven't won a duel in more than a minute. Therefore, I'm getting anxious. Quite anxious indeed. But yes, 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is coming to an end sooner rather than later. I will assure you all, I shall be joining in the festivities one more time. If not 2 more times, we shall see. We shall see. After the whole waifu week thing, I got a little... I had to take a step back from that show. But regardless, I shall be dueling again. Let us see the current rostrum of cards. I believe there's still 1 room left on the list of cards. Yes, there's 1 room left. In the main, yes. As for the rest, it is all filled. Quite good indeed. Thank thee all. The current lineup, we were waiting for Lord Claranus, who asked what the password was, and it is King Kariba, of course. And if he doesn't, if he's not prepared, we shall wait for the next person. There's not quite a line or anything. It's mostly just a rabble. At the moment, it is quite the rabble. But there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a good rabble every once in a while. So long as it is kept in an orderly conduct, of course. Give Lord Claus just another moment, Mr. Hutt. That's all we need to do. Once more, just another minute. Wait for Lord Claus. If he's not prepared, then it will be our turn, Sir Hutt. Lord Claus, let me know when you are prepared. We can set the room up for you. Do not worry. I wish you all to join in the festivities today. Alright. What deck was I playing again? Alright, I remember now. We are playing the, what's this deck called again? I forget what it's called. But we were playing it. We are playing it indeed. Let's see here. Alright, very well. Let's see. So set forth this card from my hand. And so activate the Unchained Soul Monster, which is clearly a demon, by the way. Some form of demon. And I shall go forth and summon forth another creature from my deck. Very good. Very good indeed. Let's see here. Summoning forth a creature from my deck. The creature I wish to summon... we shall get to the other monster that's similar. We summon forth the red monster and the blue one. And I shall summon forth the Soul of Rage. Quite the beastly fellow indeed. Very good. So that'll start us up. We shall see where it shall go. I do not have the optimal hand here or anything. Ready to start. Let's see what it's doing. Very well. That's quite alright. Quite alright indeed. Very well. So we shall see where this will go. I have myself a hand, but I need more cards. If I remember correctly, the nature of this deck is to activate the 1 field spell and then do cards with that. So we shall see where this shall go from here. What is this going to do? The 1,000 Eyes Restrict Monster. What does this do? Well, I suppose you're going to force me to do this, as much as I wish to save this for something more robust, but you are summoning forth some sort of demon creature. Therefore, as a proud knight, I cannot allow it to live. So I shall summon forth the red monster. And what do we have here? Hecatrice. Valhalla, the Hall of the Fall. Is this heaven? No. This doesn't look like heaven at all. It's like some sort of heathen temple or something. Very well, so what is this doing? This can summon forth a fairy from mine hand. Very well. What sort of fairy would you summon from mine hand? Dark Lord, some sort of evil unicorn. Very well. Evil unicorns aside, let's see. Setting a Dark Lord card from my deck to the graveyard. Very well. Very well indeed. You've sent forth another creature to thine grave. What do they do here? Darkest Dark Charmer. Let's see. Summon forth a dark monster from thine grave, you say. Well, that is quite potent indeed, I suppose. Very well. You have the Unchained Soul of Rage monster upon thy board now. You have stolen my creature, Sir Hut. I do not appreciate this. Not even a little bit. Alright, so now what will you do? You've stolen my monster. My monster's still stronger, though. Let's see. Very well, very well. Let's see. Target face up summon monster to summon... It's going to be quite difficult indeed. What is this? Nightmarish Phoenix. You shall destroy mine set card. Very well, actually. That might destroy mine set card. Because now that mine trap has been destroyed, I might summon forth another creature from mine deck. See, co-linked monsters cannot be bested in battle, you say. Very well. I shall summon forth the Abominable Unchained Soul. Bit of an odd theming with this deck. What is with all the monsters that are chained up? Have I unleashed demons or something unwillingly? Possibly. Hopefully that's not the case. But I shall summon forth this other dog creature, and I shall use the effect of mine Unchained monster, discarding a card to destroy one of my opponent's cards. And with that, I shall destroy thine Phoenix creature. I do not trust it. I do not trust it as far as I might throw it. Very well, so now it is the end of turn. Now it is our turn again. Let me think here. Fire monster, summon this card. Interesting indeed, interesting indeed. So, what we're going to summon forth... Let me think on this. If this card is destroyed... Very well. Here's what we shall summon. I shall summon forth mine Aruha monster. And I shall activate the effect of the Fire King's Kirin monster. Not entirely sure what a Kirin monster is, but that's what it is. It's kind of hard to tell. It's a bit hard to tell, but I shall destroy mine Aruha monster to summon this creature forth. And of course, when my Unchained creature is defeated, it shall search for another. That is apparently what this deck is all about. Bringing back the monsters over and over again. Every time something is destroyed... Vile trickery indeed. You would remove mine monster from mine grave to stop his abilities. Very well indeed. Let's see, what else can I do here? Let's see. This card is destroyed. Summon a monster from the hand of the graveyard. Destroy a card on... Oh, actually, that works as well. Let me double check here. But it has to be a fiend monster, I see. Very well. I shall summon forth... this creature. I shall summon forth the largest of all the Unchained monsters, the purple one. And with that, I shall attack mine opponent for possibly game. But I have quite a bit of attack points here. Very well. I had assumed you had something there. Shall we do the tag... What is a tag duel? Are you talking about a group duel, perhaps? I would love to do a group duel. When we have multiple players play the game at once, I love those. I haven't played one since the last time I went to the Curry Kingdom. I would love to do that, of course, of course. Now let me think for a moment. During my end of phase, I shall destroy one of thy cards. I shall believe in the heart of the olden cards, of course. We shall destroy the trap card and send thy monster screaming back to the hells. And of course, because of the Unchained Soul's ability, yes, because one card got destroyed by another card's effect, remember, I destroyed the trap and not the monster. Therefore, you get nothing. A group duel, indeed. As soon as today's festivities are over, we shall do this. Quite good indeed. I do need to duel a few more times first, but we shall do this. So I shall activate the Unchained Monster again. I want to say this deck seems to work quite well, although I didn't play that field spell in this deck. I believe that's where things get really good with this deck, indeed. But despite my efforts, I did not get to the field spell card. Well, regardless of that, this should be the conclusion of this particular duel. How many knights have we got here? Let's see. We have... Well, are you all knights? I call you sirs. You're at least honorary knights of the current kingdom in my book. But regardless, see, we have Sir Hero Hut, Sir Slayer, Sir Coronis, Sir Spicy. Oh, so Spicy needs to leave. Very well, Sir Spicy, but very well. I shall see thee again, sir. I'm sure we shall be dueling again soon. Thank you for joining us for today's festivities, as always. Let's see. So we have 1, 2. See, we have Sir Coronis. So we have 3, 4 at the moment. But let me have mine single duel with Sir Coronis, because he has been waiting quite patiently here. I just need to decide what deck I wish to play here. It's a problem when you have so many different choices and things. Let's go for this one. It has warriors in it. The Knights of Jank, you say? Well, they sound like a most rambunctious bunch. Of course, they cannot possibly compare to the Knights of the Curry Kingdom. That's just, standard practice, of course. You can't compare the two. But, regardless, it's nice to hear that other knightly orders exist in this world. I was afraid that there were none. Well, can you imagine the thought? Sir King. Things are going quite well. We are simply dueling at the moment and preparing for the group duel. Which I believe you have joined at a most fortuitous time to do this. Yes, sir. You may be headed to the line. We're waiting for Lord Coronis here. See if he would wish to duel. And then we're going to see if Sir Coronis does not wish to, then go right ahead. Titles are earned through survival duel trials, of course. Well, surviving card games, surviving battles against dragons, and witches, and heretics, and bandits, and enemies of the kingdom, and potential enemies of the kingdom, and probably not, but possibly enemies of the kingdom, is how one earns titles in battle, of course. That is how it is done. Alright. Simply readjust myself here. This is it. Well, if Lord Coronis does not wish to duel just yet, Sir King, thou art welcome to join here. Wait, what deck did I pick again? I forget. Oh, right, I remember now. Yes, I am attempting to pick these decks as randomly as possible, but I am going to see what deck I am playing first. Oh, and Sir King, the password is King Kariba, by the way, of course. The greatest of passwords of all time, of course. It's the only password that is worthy of brave knights to use. There we go. Very well. So after this duel, we shall duel Sir JRPG King, King of the JRPGs. Still not sure what that is, but so long as it's not like the waifus, I'm fine with it. So what am I playing? Let's see. Let's see. Let's go first here and see what happens here. Let's see here. What do these cards all do here? Very well. I shall activate the part of the extravagance spell, so I might draw into more cards that I might use. Very well, that card is completely useless now, but that's regardless of that. I shall activate mine, let's see. I shall activate mine home stadium field spell. The password on the screen. How do I do that? How does one do that? Let's see. Oh. Okay, one moment. Let me see if I can do this. I am trying to do... Hold on one moment. Let me... Wait. I shall do it in a moment. I need to finish this duel first, but I think that Lord Slayer put it in the lines here of chat here. At some point. But it is King Karibo. All of one word, of course. How does one spell King Karibo? K-I-N-G-K-U-R-I-B-O-H. Of course. Do not summon a Stolfo. I don't know who that is. Sounds French. Regardless, I don't have anything else I can play, so I shall end my turn. I shall end my turn for now. We shall see where this shall go. I have many cards upon my board. We'll see where it appears. Let's just see where this shall go. The Master Duel code. Let's see. How does one change this? Let's see. The properties. Oh, here it is. It's close enough. There it is. This is the title upon which we shall do today. I'm going to put this over here, because I like the bottom here. I like to see it. So what is this doing? Malefic Rainbow Dragon, you say? What is this? It is a dragon, of course. What does it do? Let's see. Oh, it doesn't appear to do too much. I shall activate mine trap card, the Lightning Tidal monster. By discarding a card from mine hand, I shall summon forth my monster in defense mode, and search forth an Argo Star card, in which case I shall add the Adra. This will also inflict some amount of damage to my opponent. And, let's see. I shall activate mine Swift Campaign monster, so that my monster cannot be bested in battle. Very good. It's a good start here. I have my monster upon mine board, and so long as that is the case, I shall be protected quite well indeed. Shall see where this shall go. I believe, let's see, these cards can go back and forth between Spell Trap and Monster. So that is what you shall do. I'll put this card back so I might use it again. Quite good indeed. Let's see here. But I already have that card, so I'm going to discard the extra copy. I don't think I'll need another one. This way I can summon forth my monster once more. Search forth the other creature, the Fierce Panther monster. Do I hate losing to ladies? Well, I mean, if they're warrior ladies, it'd be fine. If it was like a maiden, then obviously that would be embarrassing. I wouldn't want to do that. Let's see here. I don't think I have quite enough to defeat that dragon yet. I'm going to attempt to... I need to summon forth my Fierce Path monster. And then, if I can get myself more creatures, that will work just fine. So activate mine Slayer Ateo monster. To protect mine Trap monster upon the board. Alright, so what does this card do? Taketh a field spell. Okay, so you get your own field spell, I see. I see indeed. What does it do? Reveal 3 Malefic cards. Opponent picks 1. The others go back to thine deck. I see. What are the rules is against dueling? There's no rules against dueling a knight of the Current Kingdom. So long as they'll have honor in thine heart, it's all quite good. Why would there be dual decks that thou would not be able to play? That doesn't sound right. I might do whatever they please. I've already seen plenty of dragons thus far. I mean, there's one right there. It's quite fine. Let's see. So, we shall do... Basically, I'm just going to keep doing this until I can get a card that can actually defeat this dragon. Because this dragon is quite powerful. I need to be careful about it. Let's see here. What cards are in mine extra? Are there any cards in here that can help me? No. I don't think so. This is quite the conundrum at the moment. I was under the impression that these Argo Star monsters were mighty warriors. And yet, they don't have a card that can defeat this dragon. Very well. I don't wish... You know, I've seen plenty of dragons. I don't need to see another one right now. Let's see. See, I can summon forth another creature. There we go. I shall activate my giant hunting spell. Maybe this could help me. I shall add my glorious Ardra monster. And then summon it to my board. Post haste. So, the glorious Ardra will then get me more... Do you believe all dragons... Well, not specifically. There are the warrior dragons of the Light Sworn, which are at least tolerable. Those ones are... Well, maybe they're not tolerable in, like, every situation, but... You know, they do us good work. Greetings, Sir Joseph. There's no such thing as a wholly good dragon. There are tolerable dragons, but nothing wholly good. Let's see, is my monster strong enough yet? So close. Does this do anything to help me? Let's see. Oh. Perhaps that could work. I shall end my turn. Unfortunately, my monster is not quite strong enough to defeat his. I'm working towards it, but nothing yet. Let's see, what does it do again? Do I have any banished... No, I don't have any banished Argo-star monsters at all, do I? What about Dragon Ma... Oh, yes, the Dragon Maids. I remember them. They're quite vexing indeed. They're dragons that dress up as maids. But are they good or bad? It's hard to say. I would say we cannot trust them and they must be laid down. That is what we must do. Do they know where thine elf maidens be? I mean, there are no elves in the Curry Kingdom. I killed them all. It's actually quite an unfortunate thing that happened, you know. I didn't mean to, but I was kind of told to, but at the same time, it was unfortunate. But that's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. So what does this card do? Banishing 2 Malefic cards from thine grave to add 2 other Malefic cards with different names from each other and from thine banished cards. Interesting. To get more of your Malefic creatures, I see. So what is this doing? The Multi-Universe spell. Very good. This is the card that I was attempting to play in the last deck. So with this, that might replace the field spell with the same one. And then protect thine field spell. Very good. Very good indeed. Alright. It's quite an interesting affair here. Let me think. Very good. But my sir, you have made a miscalculation. I shall activate thine Slayer Ateo here. I can return thy monster's attack to 0 so that my warrior might finally lay your dragon low. Whew. Quite good. Oh, wait. What is this doing? Oh, that shall be drawing 2 more cards, I see. Can I make this big? One moment. Oh, now I can read that better. Quite good. There'll be no dragons, but I'd like to ask a question. Why do you steal OG Memphis stuffed bear? Listen. What's a stuffed bear? No, that was a real bear. Listen. When King Karibo requests you to get him a bear, you get him a bear. Alright? That is all that matters, alright? I didn't steal a bear for my own gain. I didn't steal a bear. Did anyone own that bear? No. It was a wild animal. Therefore, I took it, and I took it back to King Karibo to be prepared for whatever King Karibo wanted with it. Alright? I didn't ask what King Karibo... You do not ask King Karibo what he wants with the bear. You simply get him one. Alright? So what does this do? Can't be bested by battle. When it destroys a monster by battle... More dragons, indeed. I shall be activating my trap, I suppose. That was not a real bear. Lies. I saw it move. Very good. Let's see. Well, it's only to the end of phase, but I shall negate your dragon either way. This will become rather... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2... I have too many cards. What on earth is a stuff? That's for children. Children have stuffed animals. SirMemphis has no need of such things. Alright, so now it is my turn again. This is rather becoming difficult here. Let me think. Alright, I shall activate my giant hunting spell. I can return my glorious Ardra and thine... Wait. Target 2 cards on the field, including an Argus target to do... Oh, it has to be including a trap card. I see, I see. I shall return thine dragon to the hand. Well, of course it's going to move when I hit it with its sword. It's called a muscle reflex. That is simply how corpses work. I say, Sir King, thou must get out more. If thou do not know that striking a corpse with a sword makes it move, then clearly you need to see more corpses. Anyway, so now that that is settled, how much attack this is... Okay, now I can finally start doing some damage here. So I shall destroy thine Stardust Dragon monster. I shall attack with mine Argostar Ardra here. Is that the end of the duel? I don't think so. Let's see, is that enough? I'm sorry to say, Sir Claus, you put up quite the fight. But it is time for me to lay into you with my final creature. So a good game to you, sir. And I shall be laying into this. So good game to you, sir. GG indeed. It was quite good. There were some interesting cards in there. It did take me quite a bit of time to defeat thine first dragon. It really could have gone either way. You're saying it was a real, even though it never really moved in the first... It did move. I saw it. You cannot prove it otherwise. It was a moving dragon. It reared up and roared at me. Alright, so Sir King, now it is your turn. What deck shall we bring against you? I need to think on that. Why not? I'll play with this one. Alright, so now we shall duel against Sir JRPG King, who has claimed he shall not summon forth any dragons. And I shall believe him. He seems to be an honorable sort, although he doesn't know how dead bears work, but that's neither here. You don't need to be a king to understand dead bears. So, is what it is. Let me move this bar. I can cover these cards up, it's fine. It's quite alright. Quite alright indeed. Although I'm able to hear the music now, I'm seeing this other bomb moving a lot. Waifus! Ugh. No. Anything but those. The memories are coming back. Thou shalt not trick me with thy wordplay. This one. Very well. Very well, your turn first, sir. Quite good indeed. Let's see, what do we have for an opening hand? It's a hand. It's not the perfect hand by any standard, but it's something. So what do we have here? The Ghost Mourner. The Marines. I remember the Marincest monsters. Are those aren't waifu monsters, are they? I don't know. I'm a little worried to find out if they are, but we shall see. Alright, so thou haveth thine watery creatures. Very good. Very good, I suppose. Shall see where this shall go. See, the blue slug monster. See, I really wish I'd gone first here, but that's neither here nor there. 'Tis what it is. You know, my deck wishes to go first. If it doesn't go first, it's what it is. Although, what is the, let's see. What does the Ghost Mourner monster do? Opponent special summons a monster. Discard this card. Choose that monster. Negate its effects till the end of the turn. Very good. That wouldn't have stopped my plays at all. Very good. Alright, so what are we going to see here? Okay, that's a little girl. Get it off the board. That's a child. Actually, that's a child too. Get that off the board too. This one, adolescent girl, get it off the board. Let's see, what do we have here? The Marincest Dive spell. Let's see. So it's to summon forth another monster. Very well. I mean, thus far this deck simply seems to summon forth many creatures. Does that mean anything to me? Oh wait, I played this deck before. It was a long time ago. What did it do again? Something about summoning out many link monsters, and then... what was it? I think that you put them as equip spells or something. Something like that. It was something to that effect. I could be very mistaken. But I really wish I'd gone first, because my hand would have destroyed this deck. In a single, solitary moment. Absolutely. But regardless of this, what do we have here? Let's see... Send a water monster from thine hand to thine grave to add a trap card from thine deck to thine hand, you say. Very well. I'm still waiting for the turn to be over, though. Okay, now you'll get your trap card. What does the trap card do? Let's see. Target a face-up monster. Negate its effects to the end of thy turn. All face-up monsters you control unaffected by card effects. Played from the hand. Quite the devious trap indeed. Quite devious. Quite devious. Alright, what does this thing do? Unaffected by card effects. Inflicting some minuscule burn damage to myself. Let's see. And this was summoned out with the Crystal Heart creature, so what does that do? I think that makes it so his monster is unaffected itself. Let's see. Cannot attack except for this monster. Spell Trap is activated. Summon forth thy creature. Very well. Alright. Very well. Your monster is quite big. That is true. We shall see where this shall go. I'm wishing I had one of my kaiju monsters right now. That would be quite good. I shall summon forth my volcanic rocket monster, and we shall see where this goes. So use your charge right away, I see. Very well. Immediately stopping me from playing mine cards. But I have my Blaze Accelerator spell. Didn't think you'd see that now, did you? Now granted, I don't have anything to play it with yet. But that will be perhaps for later. I started to make my Bonfire spell. I see. So is this what your deck does? It simply stops me from playing mine cards? It's quite devious indeed. Very well, Sir King. Go right ahead. Go right ahead indeed. See, if I had gone first, this would not have been an issue by any standard. Simply, that is how it goes sometimes in this world's cards. You know, you are tempted to stop your opponent from playing sometimes, and, you know, who goes first sometimes doth matter. Let's see. So what is this doing? You're returning mine card to mine hand. I see. Well, that is rather unfortunate indeed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to out this, regrettably. We'll see. I don't think I can. I'm not certain. I don't have the card. See, again, if I'd gone first, I definitely could have, but unfortunately, I don't have the cards at the moment. You know, simply getting back that trap. This card is ridiculous. You can simply play it from mine hand. It is safe from all mine spell trap removal cards. Let's see, is that the game there? I think it might be about to be. Indeed. Well, that is rather unfortunate. I can't even use my last card. Well, that was rather rude, but, well, regardless, that is quite alright. Today is a day for us to simply play the decks we wish to play. Much as I don't appreciate playing against a deck that stops me from playing mine cards, it is what it is. Alright, so, is that the game? Let's see, 3, 4, 5... almost. I think I have just a bit of life left. Provided that nothing else is summoned. But I have a feeling it is going to be. Very well. I mean, this is how Sir King wishes to duel me, so that is what I'll have to be prepared for. I shall be prepared for it next time, for certain. I shall pick a slightly stronger deck. I thought that I would play the deck of the church with the smoking fire monsters. And that would have done me quite good if I'd had, like, a slightly better hand, perhaps. I had 2 of mine rocket creatures, and nothing much more. Regardless, I shall activate my trap card, even though I can't do anything with it, so I shall play it regardless. Let's see. So this only stops cards during my turn. I see. That would have been useful if I had a monster in my graveyard, but I didn't. Alright. Well, so much for the Dogmatica Volcanica deck. Well, regardless, the good game to you, Sir King. Well, that is what you wish to duel with, and that is fine by me. Alright, so whose turn is it next? I think it's Slayer's turn. Perhaps. Strangely, the deck didn't want to give me any cards, but that's beside the point. Let's see. Well, there were no dragons, although there were quite mean ladies. I didn't even get to play any of my cards, hardly. But that's neither here nor there. I shall simply play with another deck. I just simply need to pick which deck I wish to play. Let's see. I'll play with this one. Why not? So let us duel a few more times in the singles. And then we shall do our group duel, I think. SirMemphis did tell me I shouldn't duel too long. For if one duel's too long, one's brain goes to mush. Although, back in the current kingdom, I could duel for hours. Yes, Sir Slayer, it is your turn. And then it would be... okay, so we shall go with Sir Slayer and then Sir Joseph, I think. Yes. Let's see, who else is here? Sir Hero is still here, I hope. And then, let's see. So Spicy had to leave, so Cloranus is about somewhere, I hope. Very good. Very good indeed. Alright. So let's see, I'll duel Sir Slayer. I'll duel Sir Joseph. We'll see how it goes after that. We'll see how long it takes. And then we'll do our group duel. Let's see here. Very well. Not a terrible hand here. It's got many options to it. What are we up against? Punk monsters. What on earth is that? Let's see. Sending 2 cards from thine hand to thine grave, and that will do what for you? Let's see. Summon a punk monster, except a level 8 monster. Very well. And this, it will add you another monster. Very well. I think I shall stop me from searching out wanton creatures. I shall use mine effect Vela monster. Shall see where this goes. What does this card do? If you would pay life points greater than your current life points to activate monster's effect area on the field, place a counter on this card instead. But your monster... Wait. I think I may have misread that card. Regardless, I shall summon forth mine magical musket monster. And I shall activate mine dancing needle trap card from my hand. With this, I might remove thine cards from play. Does this have anything that... I don't think it does. So I shall remove 2 cards from thine deck, from thine grave from play here. As I said. So now our castable monster will add myself another magical musket card. Okay, so that did do something. It was removed from the... Okay, it's neither here nor there. It's quite alright, quite alright. It summons itself back, but I don't think that's a problem. No, it shouldn't be. Shouldn't be indeed. Let's see. I shall add forth this card. What does this do? Yes, I misread that card. Very well. Very well indeed. Let's see here. Light Fiend Monster. So here's what we shall do. We shall summon forth our Magical Musket Maximus Monster. When this card is summoned forth, I can summon forth a Magical Musket Monster from my deck. In this case, I summon forth the Starfire Monster. Quite good indeed. Let's see. Very good. So I shall simply lay your monsters low, I think. I think that will work quite well. So I shall destroy your Mind Procedure monster. And I shall destroy that other monster as well. When you looked up waifu, you got the wrong idea. This is what a waifu is. A fictional girl in a relationship with or related to. Well, clearly you and I looked at different things. All I saw was heresy. Although, I did just click every button that came up on the screen, so maybe I went too far? I don't know. Regardless of that, let's see. Do I wish to do anything else? Let's see. I think that's fine. Or should I do more? I think that's fine for now. I shall end my turn. I shall end my turn, and we shall see where this goes. I have 2 monsters. I need to do little else. And this is going to get more counters. What does this creature do? Addeth brain control from thine deck to thine hand, you say. What does this creature do? Pay 100 life points, targeting a monster, and taking control of said monster. I see. Well, I don't think I shall allow this. So activate my last stand trap card. Listen, all I saw were half-naked women cavorting. That's all I saw. It wasn't anything worse. Okay, it was. It was terrible, I'm telling you. It's quite not what I wanted to see, but let us not speak of that right now. For now, I wish to simply duel. For now, I shall simply duel. What is this? Okay, you've summoned this creature again. What does this do? This adds the teleport card from my deck to the grave to the hand. Very well. The emergency teleport spell card. Very well. And this will summon forth another creature from my deck. Let's see. Well, these are 2 tuna monsters, so clearly you will be summoning forth a not... Oh, no, that's a tuna monster as well. Let's see. You can banish a card from my hand, summoning forth a monster from my deck. But you can only summon psychic monsters. I see. I see. 1,000... Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. Alright, so what does this creature do? Let's see. Banish this card and a psychic monster from the grave. Target a monster of the field and banish it, you say. And this will summon forth another banished monster. Very good. Not quite sure where we'll go with this one, but we shall see. So you shall summon forth your creature yet again. And you've summoned forth a monster. So I shall be activating my Desperado trap card, with which I might destroy thine wizard. So I activate mine Casper Monster's ability, and I shall search forth another card, being mine Cross Domination spell. I think that'll work quite well indeed. Let's see here, and now this will activate something else. Banish this card and a psychic monster from the grave. Target a face-up monster and banish it until the end of the phase. Okay. Are you going to banish one of your cards or something? Or are you going to banish one of mine? That is the question. Alright, you shall banish one of mine. That's quite alright. Quite alright indeed. I am quite fine with this. Alright, so you will activate this creature. Another counter upon thine research laboratory spell card. What other they research? What is that, like a human brain or something in that? Clearly this is heresy. Clearly. You've removed someone's brain. It could have been heretic brain, I suppose. But then, wouldn't that be worse? Hard to say. Regardless, I shall summon forth another creature. And, let's see here. I think now might be a good time to summon forth a giant rock. So I shall summon forth a giant rock from mine hand, and thou shalt get a giant rock of thine own. Yours is somewhat bigger than mine, but I shall have mine magic musket monster back. Let's see here. Let's see here. I think this will work. We shall summon forth the fabled monster. Clearly some sort of demon, but it shall go away quite quickly. Quite quickly, so I shall summon forth this monster. The Fiendsmith's Requiem. I'm going to summon forth a Fiendsmith monster from my deck. Let's see. I shall summon forth this one. Some sort of demonette woman. Not exactly a fan of it, but it is what I have on the field. And I shall send forth this monster to my grave. Forthwith, I can use my Engraver's effect, returning the little demon creature to my deck. Disgusting, I know. But I shall summon forth this monster. Then I can equip my Requiem card onto my Engraver. From there, let's see. I can target a Fiendsmith equipped card and a monster on the field and send them both to the graveyard. Most excellent indeed. Very good. Very good indeed. So that ought to be... Is that enough for the game? I think it is. I think so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is all I need to do. So, a victory in the name of a giant rock. It is, of course, a giant rock that was blessed by God above and King Karibo both. It's quite a handsome rock indeed. The game keeps asking if I will play the spell in my head. I don't need to. I really don't need to play the spell card. I could, but I don't need to. Very good. Alright, so it's time for Sir Joseph now. I need to pick another deck here. And I suppose after that we shall do our group duel. Perhaps. Or should I allow... I wish to duel Sir King one more time. Also, good game, Sir Slayer King. Good game, sir. Good game indeed. Alright, I wish to duel Sir JRPG King one more time. Let's see, what is this? Do you even understand what King Karibo is telling you? It almost sounds like... You don't speak Karibonese! How could you not understand the most glorious of languages? Of course, I understand everything he says. Everything he says is something I can understand, of course. Who would listen to a king that one could not understand? That's ludicrous. Why would you listen to a leader that you couldn't understand what they were telling you? That's just nonsensical. So yes, Sir King, I shall duel you after Sir Joseph, because he hasn't had a duel just yet. Let's see. Very good. So Sir Joseph, it is your turn. Alright, so here's the plan, everyone. I shall duel Sir Joseph, Sir King, and then we shall do our grouped duel. It appears that the contestants shall be myself, Sir King, Sir Slayer King, Sir Joseph, and Sir Hero, if he is still available to us. I haven't heard from him in a bit. Haven't heard from him in a minute, but he's around here somewhere, but we'll see how many people are there. We shall see who will be in that duel. I shall simply get myself ready here. I'm prepared for battle, of course. Always am. Always ready for action, yeah. Let's see, what did Sir Joseph say? He said something about red eyes monsters. If I remember correctly, those are dragons. Therefore, I must bring out mine A game, as one must do. Considering you're after a certain spooky Memphis, I question if you know what your misunderstanding about things. Listen, he's a goblin. You can't tell me otherwise. Although I will admit, most recently, I have been less interested in smiting the goblin. I'm more interested in just tracking him down, and I wish to know what happened the last time that we encountered each other, for I don't remember quite what happened. It's quite odd. I remember fighting him, and I remember that something happened, and then I woke up and the wizard was there. So I'd rather just, encounter the goblin again to recount what his experience from that day was. Just to clarify things. And then I can smite him. Let's see how. The Metal Morph card, what does this do? Tripling a monster, summoning forth a monster that mentions this card. The monster gains attack power, cannot be destroyed by spells or monsters. Let's see. cannot be targeted with monsters or spells. Quite the devious card indeed. What did you get to thine hand? Revealing a Primite card or a normal monster in thine hand. Let's see. Target a face-up card, negate its effects, and then banish said card. Quite the devious card indeed. Quite the devious one. Very well. And of course you shall summon forth a dragon. Shouldn't be surprised. Very well, a most ferocious dragon indeed. Now it is my turn. Let's see where this goes. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. What happened to the woman that... Oh, you mean Lady Josephine? I have yet to find her. It is actually quite odd. You know, she came with me here to this world to explore. It was, you know, I knew the dangers. It's my own fault. I should have been more cautious. But as we made our way through the door, she simply disappeared. So I'm not entirely sure what happened to her. I would hope she is well. Her father's been quite distraught. Absolutely. So I'm hoping she's well. Shall see. Shall see. Hopefully she turns up someday. I keep searching for her every time I come. I looked under every single sofa cushion. But yet, I have yet to find her. We're missing the Heavy Metal King for the Metal Morph family. Are we? I'm not so... I have no idea. I don't know what these cards are about. But I've stopped him from using this monster at the very least. Let's see here. I shall activate a card from my hand. This bonfire spell. They can search more monsters. We'll see where it goes from there. Because I've stopped him from using this dragon. I mean, it's still a powerful dragon. I have to be quite cautious of it. But we shall see where this goes. Forgot to add the Dark Magician. Well, good for you not playing a wizard. For they are, of course, wicked things. But I shall summon forth mine Ryziel monster. Are you sure she wasn't manipulating you or gaining power? Of course, she's a lady of court. Of course not. That doesn't even make sense, Sir King. What are you talking about? A lady of the court manipulating a noble knight for her own gains? Of course not. Of course, she had wanderlust. Every young person has that at some point in their lives. But I still regret that I've lost sight of her. She's out there somewhere. Knowing Lady Josephine, I'm sure she is taking over this world, one small bit at a time. Let's see. So I shall summon forth these two creatures of the graveyard. And search forth another monster. So, I'm certain she'll show up again. I'm certain I shall run it grounded to her again. Very important that I do. Must find Lady Josephine at some point. But right now, let us do. Let us duel right now. And summoning forth our Ryziel monsters. And I shall activate mine Sword Ryziel. A mighty warrior indeed. Let's see here. I think I'm quite fine at the moment. I think so. I simply need to do something about this dragon. It is quite powerful indeed. Quite the powerful card indeed. Let's see. I shall get to the Iced Ryziel monster. Quite good indeed. And I shall summon forth the Ryziel I remember. I played this deck before. Didn't you see she had a weapon behind her back? No. I can't see through people. What are you talking about? I have no idea what that... I have no idea what you're talking about, Sir King. Surely I don't. But yes, I've summoned forth my monster. Something's happening here. What do we have? The Primite... Oh, I see. You have your spell. To remove my monster from the board. Quite indeed. Very well. So having done that... Let's see here. Let's see... Except for rank 4, exceed monster, indeed. I shall summon forth mine Node Ryziel monster. I shall summon forth, by discarding one card, mine other Ryziel monster. And I shall summon forth, in this particular instance... Let me think, yeah. I shall summon forth my Dreadnader monster, I suppose. I shall summon forth mine Dreadnader monster. As one does. And I shall attach another card onto my monster as material, like mine Leo Beast. Next, I shall activate... let's see... So summon forth mine Whale. Mine Whale shall avail me to my cards. Do not worry, Sir King. I am a great judge of character. I would never mistake a friend from a foe. Let's see. My only problem at the moment is I need to get rid of this creature somehow. It is being quite vexing at the moment. Let's see. Let me think about this. I shall activate... I can't activate my advanced heritage art at the moment. Very well. I shall activate my Heraldry Reborn spell. It shall revive me another monster. The only problem at the moment I'm having is I don't have a card that can quite yet get rid of theirs. So I think I need to summon forth something I don't often summon in this deck. But I shall summon forth this Baguska monster for now. I shall set a card upon my board. And I shall endeth my turn. We shall see. Let's see. It's quite the vexing dragon indeed. But we shall see where this goes. Of course, a card to revive dragons with. Normally this will be where my detonator monster will use its ability, but that won't work here. Regrettably indeed. Okay, so what's this card going to do? The black dragon is upon my board once more. It is smaller than my monsters, though, so that's quite good indeed. Okay. The red-eyed insight spell. What does it do? How would a dragon have insight, by the way? That doesn't make any sense. Dragons are mindless beasts. Doesn't even make any sense. Or is it insight upon the red-eyed monsters? Let's see here. Send this equipped card to the grave. Target effect monster on the field. Equip it to that monster. I see. Fascinating. Very well. Summoning forth a spider. What does a spider do? Oh, it summons forth the Little Knight. I see. You are attempting to remove my monster from my field. Removing my detonator monster. I suppose that's fine. One good thing though, my Leo monster will now activate its ability. So now I can search forth another monster to mine hand. Let's see. The Little Knight. Very well, very well. Remove my monster from mine board, as you do, I shall be searching forth mine Griffin monster. I think the Griffin monster is quite good here. Quite good indeed. And now what can you do? You have removed thine dragon from the board, and now you don't have anything to protect you. Your blood boils. Good! We can use it in a stew or something. Well, not in a stew. What will we do with that? Let's see. We'll put it in a pot and dump it on our foes and attempt to siege our castles. That'll work just fine. Alright, so what is this doing now? The Lordly Load, reviving another dragon. True. True. Anyone? I mean, you were the one who removed thine dragon from the board. Do not blame me. I mean, I wished to remove it from the board, but I didn't have the chance to do so. Alright, so now during the end of phase... Oh, let's see. Find the red-eyed monster in thine grave. Wait, this monster will simply come back to the board. Let's see. You cannot normal... Oh, I see. Very clever indeed. Now, most of our monsters will be coming back to the field, I will remind thee. I'll remind thee that our monsters are not quite done here. Although I was hoping to keep my Baguska monster just a little bit longer, but that's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. So yes, my monsters are back upon the board. Your monster's in defense mode, pardon me. The guy that was drinking was called Evil Memphis, which despite his name is not actually evil. Is that his name? Why on earth is he called Evil Memphis if he's not evil? That doesn't even make any sense. Alright, well, regardless of that, let's see here. So, summon 4. I need to be somewhat cautious here. So, here's what we're going to do. I shall activate my advanced heraldry art spell, which shall revive 2 of the cards from my graveyard. I have a plan. We'll see if it works or not. We shall see. Let's see, because he still has this card that can negate mine cards. But this is why I have a second copy of the impermanence trap card. Oh. Oh, but you can remove thine own monsters. Well, that's well, I can still work with that, I think. Potentially. Possibly. So I shall activate mine Griffin monsters. A lot of our world does not make sense. Well, what exactly does making sense mean to thee? That is a question. What exactly is it to be sensible? What exactly is normalcy? One must ask these things, and one must know the answer, of course, is that serving King Karibo in the Good Kingdom is the most normal thing one can do. Yes. Alright, we'll squeeze you in as well, Sir Alchemist. Why not? Let's see. I don't have all night, but, you know, if I duel... Let's see, I finish up myself with Sir Joseph, duel Sir King quickly, and then I can duel thee. And then we do need to do our group duel. It is very important to do. Alright, so you summon forth your creature. You've done that. What is your defensive power on that monster? What do I wish to summon forth? I shall summon forth mine Heraldic Crest monster. Oh, you can use that now? I thought you had to wait a turn. Well, that's unfortunate. I wasn't going to do that if you could do that. Alright. Well, I will use the effect of mine whale then. I shall revive 2 more monsters and do it again. Did you think that I was done or something? Because I assure you, I am not. Let's see. Let's see. I shall destroy thine monster here and now. So unfortunately, I don't think that I'll be able to out this, however. That's going to be quite difficult. Because I can summon forth mine AA Zeus monster. Let's see. The word sense is basically no logic makes sense, why can't? Indeed. Exactly as I said. Alright, well, regrettably, I don't think I can stop this as much as I really want to. I shall activate my Unicorn's effect to revive mine Heraldic Crest monster. Its effects are negated, which is quite good for me. And I shall summon forth mine Shatter Scream monster, I think. Yes. We'll see where it goes from there. Why can't we explain the supernatural, for example? Because only Lord above makes sense in the supernatural. Everything else is just nonsensical. Alright, well, regardless of that, see where this is going to go here. Well, of course there's a heaven. King Karibo has been there. He went there and he came back, and he's also met God. I've seen God too, but that's a story for another day. Let's see, what is it going to do? Red-eyed black dragon, you say? Problem is, his monster is simply larger than mine. And the little... Why is the little knight always siding with the enemy? She should be on my board, fighting for king and country and God above. She's a mighty warrior, after all. Why is she siding with dragons? I'm just very concerned for her. I feel that little knight is going down the wrong path. Quite indeed the wrong path here. Alright, so what is this going to be into? So Joseph is thinking quite heavily on this one. Quite heavily indeed. It's a difficult thing. My monsters are quite powerful. What's King Karibo's version of heaven? Did you ask him? Well, it's similar to your version, except there's more Karibos in it. It's very well that simple, actually. Let's see. I shall activate my Shatter Scream Monster's ability here. That shall negate it, of course. And I shall deal the damage, indeed. So, that will destroy my monster. My Doubling Zeus monster will attach another material to itself. In this case, I don't think it matters. No, wait, no, this card indeed. Definitely that card. See, the only difficulty I'm having at the moment is this monster here. Well, no, it's only Karibos. Everything else is heretical. Also, in my world, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh card game exists, but it's not like every monster is real. That'd be ridiculous. Only Karibos are real. And it's just logical. It's actually been quite what's the word? It's been quite disheartening that in your world, Karibos are apparently not real, which I think is just weird. Very well. So once again with the little night monster, I see. You're going to remove my monster again, but this is what I was prepared for. So I shall remove my monsters from my monster. And if you wish to keep your monster, you'll have to go ahead and get rid of your monster. But this is fine, for this is what we were planning for. Shall I get myself a Stad Whale? I will say this has been quite the interesting back and forth here. Quite interesting indeed. Again with the Wyvern monster. Are you serious? Every turn with this card. It is quite vexing indeed. Very well. Well, regrettably, I don't know if I can stop that creature now. You know what a ninja is? Because I've seen ninjas before. They're like, they're warriors. They just do things slightly differently, that's all. Well, regrettably, everyone, cursed dragons. It's always them that vex me. You know, if it was a real dragon and I could smite it with my sword, this wouldn't be a problem. Let's see, that graveyard makes sense. How do you explain the banished pile? The banished pile, of course. Let's see. How does it make sense, you ask? Good question. Good question, indeed. I shall activate the effect of my Stad Whale to attempt to summon forth more monsters. We'll see where this will go. Obviously, he can negate any card I play, though. It's quite the nasty card. See, in the Korean Kingdom, we would not have these things. But yes, my banished pile of cards. I mean, if this... Let's see. I'm not sure how I would explain it. I have no explanation to give, unfortunately. But let's activate our Ride Seal monster's ability. Unfortunately, I don't have much at the moment, but let's see where this will go. Let's activate our Heraldic monster's ability once more. And what now? What is this doing? You can let's see. The opponent special summons a monster, summon a red-eyed monster from the hand of the deck. As SirMemphis heard of Malice, what does he think of those cards? I mean, if they are Malice cards, then clearly they must be malicious in some way. So that is the only thing I can say about them. If they're malicious, then clearly they are wicked creatures. Let's see here. Can only summon 4 my rank 4 monsters at the moment, but that's quite a play. Playing a popular move, guess what it is. Again, I don't know what a move is. It like a play? Alright. Popular play based on Malice. Let me think for a moment. Is it Macbeth? It might be Macbeth. Hard to say. Let's go. This card's sent to the graveyard. Took it 2 monsters. Let me think. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I have left that I can summon forth to defeat these creatures. Let me think. Wait a minute. Regrettably, not at all, I don't think. But I shall not go quietly. Let's see, if it's not Macbeth, what else could it be? The Tale of the Hamlet, perhaps? Alice from Wonder... Oh. Really? Fascinating. Alright, well, regardless of that, I have a monster, but there's not much it can do at the moment. It's simply vexing he can keep summoning forth this creature, with its ability to stop all mine cards with a simple discard of another card. But it's either here nor there, so I shall end my turn. I shall end my turn, and let's see, who was next again? I think it was Sir King. Yeah, Sir King, Sir Alchemist, and then we shall do our grouped duel, and I shall conclude today's festivities. It's been an interesting day, I will say. You know, I was able to summon forth many of my own cards, but every time I see dragons tonight, they have brought me naught but discomfort. I shall not allow you to do this unabated. I mean, yes, you'll be able to stop my card regardless, but I'll do it regardless. Very well, perhaps I should have simply attacked your monster. Hard to say. But at the very least, I go out before you can do any more of thine cards, so a good game to you, Sir Joseph. Although, why you must keep using these dragons, I don't know. But regardless, a good game to you, sir. Alright, I need to pick myself back up here. With any luck, my next choice of deck will be the cards I wish to do the most. Let's see here. What is a good deck that is... Oh, that was the wrong thing. Let's see. I'm going to use this one. But, what do you think of all the technology? Well, the computer is clearly evil. I've seen the cars, but I've seen cars in the Curry Kingdom, of course. They don't do anything, but they do, you know, they exist. Technology just seems to be, what's the word, a distraction, mostly. People should commit themselves more to a trade. I would say. Something that puts your back into it. That's my opinion on it. Become a knight of the Curry Kingdom. Far more usefulness of your time than staying on this computer device all day, I would say. You imagine people who would stay on this computer device for more than 1 hour a day? That would be terrifying. Truly, one must commit oneself to becoming a knight or something. Or if you cannot be a knight, you know, become a squire or something. Regardless, let's see, where is this going to go? Here. Waiting. There we go. Very well, let us go forth once more into the fray. Very good. I shall be going second here. Let's see what we have for a hand here. Good enough. Good enough. Alright, so what shall we see here, Sir King? What have you to face me? Let's see, the internet is evil. Why am I using it? Well, because that's how I play this game, unfortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. Also, I have no cards I can summon yet, so go ahead. Mercy! You would show mercy to a knight? No, I went on my own terms there. I chose to use mine effect that would inflict damage to myself. And yes, at the moment, me and my opponent appear to have no cards to share. But it's quite alright. I've drawn into at least a card that will let me start here. So I shall endeth mine turn. And this shall search me forth one of mine grey dill monsters. In this case, I shall get the green one. When we do our group duel, would we be interested in making it a character duel? How does one do this? I mean, I am, of course, a noble warrior of character, so is that what you mean? Let's see. You're not going to use that card. Interesting. Very well. Something seems off here. Something seems quite a bit off, but I'm not sure what it is. I have a feeling that Sir King is trying to bait me into doing something. But I'm not certain yet as to what it is. I'm not certain, but I have this feeling he wishes me to do something first. That apparently is what you're trying to do. Let me think on this. Let's see. I will have to do something at some point here. Just trying to think of when I wish to do it. Okay, I'll do something on my following turn. Let us search forth mine slime monster. So that I might make a synchro monster. I think that will work quite well. Let's see. Getting rid of this card and... I suppose this card. We shall see. Come on, Sir King. What? You have nothing to play. It is your turn. Very well. It's a bit too late to destroy that, but you go ahead. Go right ahead. I don't even need the card at the moment. Very well. So now that it is finally my turn, let's see here. Let us see here which I want to summon forth. I suppose I could have kept that monster from before, but either way. I shall summon forth mine Gradle Slime Junior monster, with which I might summon back mine Gradle Eagle monster onto the board, and then summoning forth another monster from mine hand. I took the bait, you say, or did I? Let's see. Thank me, you say. I see. So it was a battle to see who would summon a monster first. That's quite alright. I mean, here's the thing. Either I did that, and you did something back, or we literally do nothing all day. Those were the options. So I shall simply attack with our monsters, yeah. I shall attack with these small creatures. I shall not be baited into summoning anything larger. Let's see here. Quite alright. Alright, so now what can you do? I mean, you say this. What exactly are you trying to do? So you even need more cards to play in order to do what you want to do. Alright. Ah, so you have the kaiju monsters as well, I see. Hidden Armory spell. What does this do? Get yourself an equip spell. Summon a monster from mine deck with a different name and equip it with this card. Return that monster to the hand. I see. Devious trickery as always, Sir King. Devious trickery indeed. Very well. I mean, here's the question. Was I supposed to simply do nothing all day? I suppose I could have, but at the same time, that would have been boring. Alright, so what is this going to do now? The Mikonko monsters, I see. So what does this do? Oh, right, I remember these cards now. Okay, that's not actually good. He's going to attempt to attack me with his monsters, and I will take all the damage. Confound you, King, and your trickery. I suppose it's my own fault. I did pick a deck that was about trickery in itself. I should have picked a deck that would like to win in the first turn itself, just as you did. And then going first would have done so. Well, regardless, that is game right. Well, is it? I believe it is, yes. Regrettably, again. Confound you, King. Well, very well. Very well. Very well. Play your trickery cards. It's quite alright. I shall remain an Overland, and I shall say that I at least put in the effort to attack first. Regardless, that'll be an unfortunate game for me. So, SirMemphis Alchemist, it is your turn now. Confound it tonight with this trickery here. You know, so, I was not under the impression that all of mine friends and all of mine folk here on the EDOPro would be full of trickery today. But it's neither here nor there. Very well. It's just a card game, I suppose. Yes, a good game indeed. Once again, you have used your trickery, but I will have my comeuppance in the group duel, of course. Very well. So now it is time for SirMemphis Alchemist. What shall we play with him? Let's see here. What deck shall I play here? So many options indeed. I don't know. We do the group duel, would we be busy? Oh yeah, the character duel thing. I still don't know exactly what that means, so I don't know if I can join in that. Let's see. No, I will not be playing dragons tonight. No. Pardon, just another moment. There's a lot of options here. There are quite a few. Okay, no dragons. No, played that deck. Well, let's see. Dragons. Why are there so many decks with dragons here? What are these? Let's try this one. Alright, so here is what we shall do, my lords and ladies. We shall be summoning forth a duel against Mr. the First Alchemist. Then we shall be doing our group's duel. So, let's see. We have the Alchemist, Joseph, the King. We have, let's see, Alchemist, Joseph, King, Hut, myself. Do we have a sixth person, or is it only 5? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm seeing 5 people. So, Alchemist, we have a room set up. We have the room. The password is upon the field. But I'm just trying to let's see. How am I supposed to join your room? I don't know where it is. Is this it? Oh yeah, Slayer, there you are. Alright, so we have enough for 3 players against 3 other players. I'm trying to find Sir Alchemist. Is this him? Sir Alchemist, is this you? I don't know if that's you or not. This is why I started a room, is because it makes things easier here. Simply let me. Is this you? Because it's not your name, so I'm just double checking here. I suppose it must be, but now there's somebody else there, so we'll see in a moment. One moment, everyone, and then we'll get this final single duel, and then we'll get ourselves our grouped duel. Okay, I'm going to assume this is... No, that can't be you, is it? No. Oh, he's on the wrong game, of course. Let's see. It's on the wrong game. Okay. You know, I'm going to host my game again, Sir Alchemist. The password is on the screen. You shall have to find it. Let's see here. Quite good indeed. Quite good. Alright, but I will say when it is time for our 3v3 match, no trickery. We shall only duel as honorable warriors. Of course, that's what I want to see, but you know what? I suppose that is how the people of this world duel, so I shouldn't be complaining so much. I simply wish to, you know, promote the dueling of the current kingdom, which is all about honorable battle, and, you know, there is interaction, of course. I mean, there has to be, of course. But, you know, it's to a degree, sort of thing. What deck was I playing again? I've already forgotten what deck I was playing. This was... Oh, I remember now. We're trying out that one deck that Lord Memphis played once before. So Alchemist is preparing himself. He's simply taking his time here. He's a bit tardy, but it's here. It's fine. We don't want to be too easy now. Let me see. We have here... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4... So Joseph is here, that's 5, and then myself is 6. We'll attempt the 6. But first, Alchemist has to get here. He's importing his deck. Oh, very well. Very well, very well. I will say, if thou art prepared to duel on the EDOPro, one must be ready with thine decks. It's going to be a few more minutes. Very well. Is there anyone else who would wish to duel singular while we wait? We shouldn't duel too much longer, but we have one group duel. It's quite alright. Is there any... Is anyone actually just playing right at the moment? I don't know. Let us simply look at the deck right now. So I remember exactly what cards are in this one, so I know what I'm playing here. Very good, very good. And what deck will I... while we're seeing this, what deck should I play for the grouped duel? Let's see. No, definitely not. No. 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 We shall... Let's just give SirMemphis another minute. We'll see how it goes. I'm simply trying to decide what deck I'm going to play in the grouped duel. I'm not quite certain what I wish to play yet. That does look very tempting. But this card is apparently illegal, so I can't play that deck. Wait, why is there a banned Karibo card? This is pure heresy. Pure heresy indeed. Whoever's in charge of the banned list needs to be smited. Or that or dragged behind a building and stoned to death. One or the other. Whatever comes first. Let's see here. What on earth is that deck? I have no idea what that deck is. Let's see. I'm simply trying to think what deck is good for dueling with other people. A lot of these decks have singular focus and all that, which is good in that respect. But at the same time, I would wish to duel with a deck that can, you know, partner well with others, you know? That sort of thing. That's what one must do in a grouped duel. Let's see. This, I remember this deck from the Highlander week. Where is he? Ah, yes, my noble friend, the Spell Striker. Banned because of Snake Eye, although now the deck is banned, it should be banned. It should be! But to ban a Karibo card is pure heresy. Let's see here. I think I've almost gone through every deck that Lord Memphis has made in the recent months. Should I be tempted by such a thing? Maybe I'll do with this one in the tagged duel. We'll see how it goes. We're still waiting for SirMemphis, though. So let us start the room up again. Hopefully he's almost ready. Time is money, of course. Time is money. Money is, of course, root of all evil and all that good stuff. But you know, it's an expression. It is an expression indeed. So with any luck, he'll be here soon. Let's see here. Very good. Very good indeed. So that's fine. I mean, once we get ourselves our last single duel in, we'll get ourselves our grouped duel. And we have at least 5 people as far as I'm aware. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then. The group battle, best not to rely on field spells to leave the field, the pendulum zones, the ped zone. Okay, the pendulum zones, I think that's what that means. I think I can make that work with the deck that I picked, yes. Quite good. For those of you joining us, we are simply waiting for one of our players here. Because he has not had a duel, and he wishes to have at least one. Oh. Let's see, where's my cloak? This falls off whenever I'm in battle, of course, but, you know, a knight should remain presentable. Bit of a raggedy thing, but, you know, it's got a sentimental value to it. Let's see. Much better. Much better indeed. Very good. Oh, I suppose, Sir King, if you wish to do one more. I mean, I would wait for Mr. Alchemist here. He says he's coming. But I also don't want people to have to just sit here. So, I suppose join in and we'll wait for Sir Alchemist when he's actually ready, and I'll duel him with something else, I suppose. Because we still need to get into our our group duel. I would like to show you the batteryman at work, SirMemphis. Well, we shall save that for the group duel, Sir Joseph. As much as I would like to duel again singularly, we are running low on the time today. Oh, okay. Sir Joseph, Sir King has allowed you to join in. Go right ahead. Since Sir Alchemist is yet to arrive, monstrous monsters, you say? Sounds like pure heresy indeed. Well, the room is available. It is prepared, and therefore, take your time, I suppose. We've already been waiting here. Therefore, now as soon as you're ready, we're dueling. That's all I'm going to say here. There it is. Quite good. Alright, we'll duel with Sir Alchemist as soon as he's actually here and ready. Like I said, because he has yet to have a duel, therefore we need to give a chance here. But, yes. Didn't get to go first, but that's quite alright, I think. We shall see. We shall see, indeed. Very good. Very good. And what is my opponent playing? He's got his battery men, as he stated, and also some kind of pink snake. Some sort of large pink snake. Looks to be... It almost looks like it's shaking its fist in the air. Quite an odd creature. Quite an odd creature. Alright, so you summon forth the Batteryman Charger monster, which summons a Batteryman monster from thine deck, like this one. Which will add another monster from thine deck to thine hand. Very good. Very good. The Fueled Cell monster. Very well. Summoning forth another crew. My goodness. From one monster to three that quickly. I mean, it's very much like the Marincess deck we saw earlier, but still. My goodness, 4 monsters. It's quite a few cards. What does this card do? Destroy all cards that an opponent controls with that control 3 or more Batteryman monsters. It's quite a powerful card to lose. But, very well. Very well indeed. Now what? I mean, I'm seeing all these creatures. Let's see. Treating a battery monster. To return an opponent's card to the hand. This monster becomes stronger for every Batteryman monster. What does this one do? This is the card that searched the card. Its attack was increased. During your end phase, destroy this card. Oh. Very well. It's kind of an odd thing, but very well. It searches a card, then removes itself. See, this is a balanced card. It doesn't give more than it takes. Quite good indeed. Alright, what are we doing here? Why is that naked man on a cloud? It's quite odd. What are these things on his feet? What on earth am I looking at? Very well. Once more, the little knight upon the enemy's board. Once again, on the wrong side of this battle. Very well. So you shall revive the 9-volt monster so that you might summon another card. Very well. Very well indeed. Let's see. What on earth was that? Let's see. Removing 2 Batteryman monsters from the graveyard. Very well. Very well indeed. I shall start my turn with the Part of Extravagance spell. So I might draw more cards. Slippers for... Wait. Flippers for swimming. Are you telling me the people in this world can't swim without these or something? That's horrible to think about. Wait, why would you need that? Quite disheartening indeed. Alright, well, let us summon forth our Scout of the Cleaforts. We must scout ahead and be prepared here. So I activate this spell card, so I might search forth another one of mine monsters to mine hand. In this particular instance, this is not a fair game. All games are fair. I mean, what is that? What do you mean by not fair? I'm not. What do you mean? Because I'm searching a monster? I have floodgates. What? Oh, you mean these cards? Wait, what do these cards do again? Oh. Well, we'll try not to play that card then. That's quite alright. I'm going to go ahead and search for... I'll get this card, I suppose. I suppose that will work quite well. Do I need the Floodgate cards? I'm not certain. I will attempt to duel without them first before I even consider playing them. I mean, I do wish to win as well, but I'd rather just destroy my opponent in glorious battle, as I am prepared to do here. Granted, his monsters are... Well, this one is going to be destroyed at some point. But for now, I shall remove the Little Knight monster from the field. Searching monsters is unfair. I mean, I do like to play my Reinforcement of Army card, so I can't quite agree with that. For now, though, I shall set 2 of the cards in my hand. Let's see, one type of ball. I don't think this card will work as well against Sir Joseph. This one here, so I'm not going to play that one. For now, though, I think that's enough. We shall see indeed. Very well. So, Sir Joseph has his monster. He has a graveyard full of other monsters, and we know he has the Industrial Strength monster as well. So we shall see where this goes. Very well. Summoning forth the 9-volt monster to search forth another monster. Very good. See where that's going to go for us. Whatever happened to Sir Alchemist? Is he still here? I'm sorry we started the duel without you, sir, but it was taking forever. We had to do something while we waited. But I'm still prepared to duel you, just for the record. Just for the record. Let's see here. So both of these monsters will be destroyed during my opponent's end phase, correct? The only time that shall give a pass to a Floodgate card. Are these so reviled in your world? I mean, I've never played this. I don't think I have. Have I? I don't think so. Negate the effect of all face-up monsters while they are face-up on the field, but their effects can still be activated. So the effects can still be activated, right? What does this card do? Remove a thunder monster, destroy a monster in a spell trap. I think I should do something about that. I shall activate my Dogmatic Punishment card. Let's see. What cards are left in... One moment. There we go. I just wish to see what cards are left in my extra deck for this. I shall attempt to destroy this monster by sending my wizard here to the graveyard. This deck is far too slow to be competitive. Truly? I summoned forth 2 monsters at the same time, though. I think that the word competitive in your world it means something far different than in the current kingdom. In the current kingdom, if you summon forth 2 or more monsters in the same turn, it's quite good, I would say. So, if you need to summon forth, like, more than that to be competitive, then I don't know what to say about that. Alright, regardless. Okay, you summoned forth another werewolf. We started to do with werewolves, and I shall end it with werewolves. Very well. Unfortunately, we only have time for 1 duel, Sir Alchemist, as much as I would like to do a full match. Unfortunately, we need to do the grouped duel. She's not a wizard. What is she, then? That looks like a wizard to me. Then again, she has a shield. I suppose if she has a shield, she can't be a wizard, then. Well, regardless, let's see. Let's just summon forth. Here's what we're going to do. We'll summon forth our monster from our hand here. Summoning forth the shell monster. And, let's see. Hey, why couldn't I summon forth this creature? Regardless. I started to make my Cleaford Scout here. Show the respect of the king. No, they are werewolves. I shall not respect a werewolf. My apologies, but I cannot do this. I will admit that they put up quite the fight, but a werewolf is still a werewolf. And I shall summon forth my Cleaford Disc Monster. Master Roll 2020. Oh, okay, whatever that is. Let us summon forth 2 monsters from our deck here. Yes, indeed. That is what I in the current kingdom would also call quite a competent thing. You say this deck is slow. I summoned forth 3 creatures. It's quite good indeed. Well, let's attack with all of our monsters, and I think that should be good for this turn. I think so. We should attack with all of our monsters. Let's see. Is there anything else that this does? I should double check before I end my turn. It does destroy my monsters in the end phase, doesn't it? Let's see. Oh, I can't use mine. Oh, I can't summon from my extra deck at the moment. That explains why I couldn't do that before, but that's neither here nor there. I tried to make mine monolith spell. The dog. One of them was definitely a werewolf. That last one was the 3300 attack monster. That it even called itself a werewolf. That one assuredly was a werewolf, I'll say. The rest, perhaps not. But that last one was. Let's see. Alright. Only use link monsters, so you couldn't use any other extra deck mechanic without doing that. I see. Well, fortunately, the Cleave Fort monsters don't seem to really care about that sort of thing. I mean, I'm summoning forth plenty of monsters, and I don't seem to need the extra deck at all. Other than using my 1 trap card, I suppose. So let's summon forth 2 more monsters upon our board. I shall activate the Morganite spell. And then... That is quite good. Let me think on that. Do I wish to summon forth this creature? I summoned forth a Park Fort Towers monster. Seems to be quite the potent creature indeed. I can force my opponent to send one of their monsters to the graveyard from either their field or their hand. There we go. It's got X-Werewolf in the name. A former? How do you become a former werewolf? I thought the only way you could do that was by killing them. Huh. I'm learning new things every day, apparently. They had to make decks that play around the rules so that Clee was not affected by it. I see. The Clee forts were immune to this master rule. So why are they not still good? Explain this. I have not even played these Blood Gate cards. So I don't see what the problem is. I mean, I have my Self-Mine Towers monster. Is unaffected by spells and trap cards, and any monster with a level lower than itself. Quite a potent card indeed. Let's see. The Monster Bone spell. Very well. Very well indeed. Alright, so, Sir Alchemist, you are prepared for our duel, correct? I'm just making certain you're prepared for it. We have time for one more, and then we do need to do our group's duel, because this is taking longer than I was anticipating. So, just be ready. That's all. Let's see, what is this doing? Let's see. Tribute a Bathroom monster to select a card of the opponent and return it to the hand. I see. Normally that might be competent against my monsters. In fact, it is quite good indeed. Especially if you have one of these token monsters. But my monster is immune to all small monsters. So I'm quite fine. Very good. See, Sir Alchemist is prepared. And I hope everyone else is prepared. Prepare thy decks for the group duel. I shall be, with any luck, destroying Sir Alchemist as quickly as humanly possible. See, decks get outdated because of something called power creep. How does that work? See, in the Current Kingdom, if one wishes to play the game, one must go forth and find the cards out in the wilderness and out in, you know, it's not so much that you buy cards, you must find them. Thy back row shocks thee. Yes, I do like that my pendulum cards are here. They're quite good. I don't plan to use the other cards, though. I'm not going to play these other cards. I have no plan to do so. But they work quite well. What are we doing here? What is this? The Chaotic Angel monster, I see. Oh. That's not quite good at all. Well, so you had a monster that could stop mine after all. I suppose I could have used mine cards to stop that, but would that have even mattered too much? His monster would have simply been bigger than mine. Very well indeed, so I shall be taking quite a bit of damage here. Not good. How many life points do I have left? I still have enough to use my scout. Very good. Very good indeed. So now I simply need to find a way of getting around this Chaos Angel creature. It's not quite good at all. Alright, let's see here. Let's see, indeed. I shall activate mine Scout's effect. Any Cleefort monsters I can have... What does this creature do at the moment? Unaffected by monster effects activated by the... Okay, so no monster effect will quell that creature. That won't work either, unfortunately. Let's see. There has to be... Can I look at my cards, please? There has to be something in my deck that can rid myself of that creature. No, that doesn't work either. That doesn't work either. You'll learn a lot about this reality. Most things you thought made sense are different. I have learned that. See, I am conflicted because I know I could remove that monster from the board if I played this trap, but I can't play the trap anymore, so it's irrelevant. It's quite irrelevant indeed. Let's see here. Let us summon forth... Oh, wait, I'm overcomplicating things, I think. Very good. Okay, so here's what we shall do. We shall summon forth a monster from our extra deck. Summoning forth a monster from our hands as well. Very good. We shall summon forth our Helix monster. And we shall summon forth our Disc monster as well. Let's see. Add a Klee monster. I don't think I need to do that. I shall activate my Summoner's Art spell. Shall add forth another Cleefort monster. And with that in mind, I shall normal summon, releasing my Disc to summon forth my Helix monster. I shall then proceed to activate the Sack Cleefice spell card, which is quite the odd name indeed. But I shall equip this onto my Helix monster. Quite good indeed. Very well, so now let us battle into the Spider. For the Spider is not immune to cards. And that is the game, my friends. So as you can see, it was quite a good duel. A lot of back and forth as it did. And I never needed these floodgates I supposedly did. So quite good indeed. So good game, Sir Joseph. Good game indeed. Alright, so Surfaced Alchemist. I had the deck prepared, but now I forget which one it was. Where did it go? Where did it go? Up there it is. I'm going to play this one for this duel, and then I have prepared the deck for our group duel. Alright, Sir Alchemist, join us, post-haste. See, who needs the floodgate cards? I didn't need a single floodgate card in that entire duel. All I needed was the one trap card that was only to destroy my opponent's cards. That was quite all I needed, and it worked quite well. GG indeed it was. I was surprised that thou were able to summon forth a creature that could defeat mine Tower's creature, but you did manage it. It was quite the spectacle indeed. Quite indeed, indeed. So, Alchemist, are you ready? You said you were ready, so, you know, I'm prepared here. Let's say, if you say you're ready, I would hope that you would be here as quickly as possible. We still have to do our final duel. You don't see... I'm SirMemphis. I'm in the... One moment. We're in the casual of the EU Central here. The password is on the screen, so I'm right there. You need to check for the dual rooms that are locked, I believe. One moment as we wait for SirMemphis to find us. Here we go. So as we wait for Sir Alchemist to finally find us, so how many people here are actually available for our group duel? I would assume Sir King is going... Oh, there he is. Right? I assume that's you, and I'm going to pretend it's you. Hopefully that is the case. Alright. So, we have Sir King, we have Sir Hut, who's haven't said anything in a while, but I assume he's still here. Let's see, that's 2. We have Sir Joseph, that's 3. We have Sir Slayer, that's 4. And then we have Sir Alchemist, if he wishes to, that's 5. So I simply need to show of hands after this duel, but for now, let's see where this is going to go. My opening hand looks quite competent indeed. I like it quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. So it depends indeed on what my opponent does. I will say these sleeves that we have on our deck today very much match the background today. It's actually quite nice. It's quite nice indeed. Although I'm not certain what this creature is upon us. What is this? What is that? Not certain. Alright. So, okay, so Alchemist is thinking, I would assume. I would assume he's thinking about his strategy here. As for myself, I've already determined what I'm going to be doing with my hand. I only need to see this hand once, and I can tell you exactly what I am planning to do. There we go. Alright, so what is this creature? Metal Foed Silvered. Let's see, you can target a face-up card you control and destroy it to set a Metal Foe's spell trap. What on earth is a Metal Foe? An enemy to all blacksmiths, perhaps? Possibly. It's a jest, of course. Alright, so you've set with your monster. There you go. You have 2 cards now. You are also playing the Pendulum cards. I regret that we didn't get to duel with the Cleefort monsters. What is this? Cash Tier. Oh, this is one of those Eastern Warriors, I remember. Alright, so... Fenrir, you say. What is this? Yeah, this is the one that adds your monsters. This card attacks if the opponent uses a monster effect. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Very well. Yes, I saw this deck and I thought to myself, this would be the deck that I'd like to play. Again, it's one of those decks that going first would have been preferable, but it's neither here nor there. Let's see here. So, you summon forth another monster. This is the one that can send cards from the decks to the grave. Very well. You're sending 3 of mine cards to the grave. Well, unfortunately, you got rid of the card I was planning to search. So now I'm going to have to do something different here, I suppose. Let's see. Very well. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Very well. Destroying your own monster to set forth a card. And I believe this will send more cards to the graveyard? Yes. Very well. Very well indeed. Oh. Destroying yet another one of your cards. Getting... The card is destroyed by battle or card effect. Summon a metal foed monster from the deck. Very well. I will have to be cautious about that. Let's see here. Yes, unfortunately, I was planning to summon forth the Alba monster, but that's neither here nor there. Are all the 100 days requests full? No, I believe there's one left. Yes, day the 99th. As well as four for the GOAT format week, whatever that is also available. So I shall activate my Nadir Servant spell, and we shall see where this goes. We shall see indeed. Yes, it is quite regrettable that we lost that monster, but we shall simply have to make do. For now, though, I shall send mine Intis monster to the graveyard. I shall summon forth mine Maximus monster to mine hand. But I simply do need to remove this monster from the board. Trick Stars. Very well, Wait, I have nothing to write things down upon. Remind me later. I will let him know. Actually, hold on. I will do that real quickly. Let's see. Let's see. Trick. There. I wrote it down upon the computer device. Alright, so what's going on? Apologies, I had to write something down. There we go. So, yes, I knew that would activate your trap card, but that was my plan anyway. My plan was to have you play your trap now rather than later when it would be better for you. So my mask is falling off, which is quite vexing indeed. I think Sir Alto may have made the mask string a bit too loose. So this will summon forth a monster. Quite good, quite good. Quite good indeed. We shall summon forth our Maximus monster by removing our monster from play. Yes, very good. So we shall summon forth our monster to the board. Let's see, I need to find something that's stronger than that monster. That's the only thing I need to worry about. But it shouldn't be a problem. Again, I was hoping to use my Alba monster to deal with this. But unfortunately, that's just not how it worked today. Let's see here. We'll send this monster to the graveyard, and I shall set forth... Mr. Stories, there you are. We were just about to do the final duels. Did you get along with Alta? No, me and Lord Alta are fine. He doesn't really seem to care much for me at all, to be honest. Let's see. I shall send forth another Intis monster. Well, so Stories, unfortunately, we were just getting ready for the final group duel, but we'll see if we can find room for you, so we'll see. For now, I'm just trying to oust Sir Alchemist here. But now we must both send 2 cards from our extra deck to the graveyard. Let me think here. Should I destroy his Battle Foe's monster? Or should I worry about his face stand card more than anything? Hard to say. Hard to say indeed. Yes, we were planned to stop a little while ago, but more people came by, and more people wished to duel, and I, being an honorable knight, I had to acquiesce. So yes, we shall activate the effect of both of our monsters. I shall use my Intis monster to destroy... Let's see, what does this card do? This card is sent to the field of the graveyard, any Metalphone monster. I shall avail the face down card. I feel like that might be more of a troublematic card. But our Garura monster will let me draw a card, and I shall destroy the set card. Let's see here. This card is in the grave. You can target a card in the grave, shuffle that card and this card into the deck. I see. Does this other card... Fascinating. Very well. I shall activate my Call of Rage spell. I shall remove this fusion monster from the game. I don't trust you putting that in the graveyard at all. Let's see. From there, let's see. I shall summon forth this wizard folk, the Zoro Magistus of Flame. Once per turn, I can equip upon him a monster. With which I shall equip myself mine Artemis monster. And that will summon forth another wizard from mine hand. I just realized I need to hurry my turn here. Also, I can summon from mine extra deck, which is a bit of an issue, but... 'tis neither here nor there. 'Tis neither here nor there. Quite alright. I don't need to summon from mine extra deck to remove these creatures from the board, I don't think. Alright. So, let's see. Its effects will be negated. I shall summon forth this monster, just to have it on the board. And I shall search forth another monster. See, I know that this card can be activated, but I don't think that's what Alchemist is attempting to do here. Very good. Let's go ahead and get ourselves... let's get the Spoon monster for next turn. I shall set 2 cards upon my board. And for now, I shall end my turn. Bit touch and go here, bit touch and go. We shall see where it should go. But yes, I do know I should have got... I did know I had to get rid of this card. I read the card. Of course, I, being a proper duelist, will read my opponent's cards. So I removed this creature before he could simply summon out a big monster from his extra deck. Quite good indeed. Let's see. We face up Psychic Monster. Summon from the extra deck to destroy... Okay, well, that is irrelevant at the moment. Quite good indeed. We shall see. I simply need to wait a turn, so I might use my extra deck. See, again, it is unfortunate that the first turn I lost mine Alba monster. My plan was originally to search it out, so I might summon forth a rather large monster and lay Sir Alchemist low. But that was not the will of God, apparently. He wanted me to do something different, and therefore I shall. I see. I mean, I knew he would use one or the other, so it's neither here nor there. Let's see. So go back to thine deck. Very well. It's quite fine, I think. I mean, he has forth this creature, the Volflame monster, but it's not that powerful, so I think I'm fine here. Although, yes, you shall destroy your monster yet again. Getting forth another one of your Metal Foes cards. And getting yourself the Fusion spell, very well. Using a monster each from thine hand, field, or the extra deck as material. I see. And another one of these monsters, I see. Let me think about this. What does this creature do again? No. I think not. Well, I did wish to use my extra deck, but I am going to continue to destroy my opponent's cards. I shall use my Dogmatic Punishment Trap card. With which I might send forth, once again, this creature. That shall remove the unicorn from the board. To enjoy this world is a tradition, so you prefer, my world. My world is far nicer. I will not deny that this world has its charms, but any world devoid of King Karibo is just not as good. That's simply how it is. I'm not trying to judge on anything. I'm simply telling you the truth. If your world does not possess King Karibo, it's not worth living in. Alright, so he shall activate his Metal Foes Fusion spell. I shall activate the Solemn Judgment Trap card. I do not wish you to summon forth a fusion monster at the moment. Especially if he has this trap card, I do not wish him to do this. Let's see, he's already used his Silvered card. This is quite good indeed. I think this will work just fine. Granted, he shall summon forth yet more monster from his extra deck. He can summon forth the Volflame monster. Quite indeed. But I don't think that's going to be a big issue. I mean, it is simply one monster. It's nothing problematic. Let me think about this. Ah, indeed, that can work. Let's see. Ah, yes, you should activate your trap now, I see. And destroying it. And that will add another monster, I see. Getting yourself another copy of the same card. Very well. It is certainly an interesting combination of cards here. I simply wish to keep going, because I am looking forward to the grouped duel. So what are you summoning for? Another servoed monster? Very well. I mean, this is all fine. My monster's still bigger than yours. It is still quite a bit bigger than yours. Your technology like to interact with us compared to your world, most but there's nothing going on. Excuse me, plenty goes on in the current kingdom. And we don't need computer devices to do it. You know, every day is another quest. I'm slaying dragons and slaying things of that nature. You're very low on time, Sir Alchemist. You may want to be wary of that. I just realized you're almost out of time here. You may wish to summon your fusion monster and end that... Oh. Well, that is rather unfortunate. You ran out of time, sir. Well, that's what happens sometimes when you get so lost in your combinations. I can understand that, but unfortunately, that's all the time I can give you for today. But, you know, there will be next time. But good game, sir. It was very interesting, your deck here. I was very curious as to what you were going to go into next to stop me. But I'm pretty sure I had that game, because I had my Titanic-clad monster prepared and things of that nature. So thank you for trying, sir. Thank you for showing your deck. Alright. My lords and ladies, it is getting quite late. So let's do our combination of group duel here. Who is prepared for the group duel? I need to know, and I shall add more time so that doesn't happen again. There we go. So who is prepared for the the group duel, the tag duel, whatever you like to call it? Let's see. Let's see, so we have Sir King. I know he is here. We have Sir Hero. He is here somewhere. Sir Joseph. We have Sir Levi. Oh my goodness, so many people. Oh. Yes, Sir Alchemist. One must always be prepared. One must always be wary of the time sometimes. You know? It was a good duel. Who knows who would have won in the end? You know? It could have gone either way, to be sure. Also, I can't see now. I can't see. Alright, so we have Sir Levi, we have Sir King. I don't know if we have... Do we have enough people here still for 3, or should we go for 2? I simply need to know who is ready. Very important. Be quick about it. Be quick about it. Time is money. Again. Root of all evil. Again. Just the same. Okay, yes. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know it's at least 2 versus 2. We'll see if anyone else is prepared real quick. Be quick about it, though. Be quick. Be quick. Alright, there's a 2. Let's say 2 versus 3 at the moment. Do we have anyone else? Sir Hero, are you still here with us? Art that still here, Sir Hero Hut? We are 1 short. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are 1 short. Waiting to see if Sir Hero is still here. He seems quite eager to do this, so I would hope he is still here. So give him another moment, but then that will have to be it. Let's see. Come, come. Don't be shy. Group duels are a time-honored tradition in the current kingdom, you know. Groups of duelists battling their hearts out. So I'm quite excited for this. Quite excited as soon as I just need to know if there's anyone else. Otherwise, it shall be 2 versus 3. I suppose Sir Hut had to leave then. It's quite unfortunate. Very well. So first Alchemist, would you like to join us for the 3 versus 3 duels then? Oh, there he is. There's Sir Hut. Very good. Alright, 3 versus 3. Very well. Everyone join in. I shall be preparing the deck that I picked earlier. Remember, everyone, duel with honor at all times in the name of God above and King Karibo and the Curry Kingdom. Very important. Yes, this one. I think we're good, Sir Alchemist, at the moment, but if, you know, we'll see who's joining in here. Let's see. So Slayer, he is here. Alright, so myself, Sir Hero, Sir King, and then that will be Sir Levi, Sir Other King, and then Sir Joseph. Or Sir Alchemist, whoever joins in again. Very well. Very well, this should be interesting. It's alright, Sir King. I wish to have another attempt to defeat you anyway, so I'll take this. You see how your tricks work in this. Come now, Sir King. The lines have been drawn here. Let us have our... oh, apparently not. Alright, very well, Sir King. You can join on my side. Be quick about it, though. Be quick about it. Very well. Alright. So now we simply need our final... Where is Sir Joseph? There he is. Very good. Everyone, prepare thy decks. Let us begin our duel of honor. Simply waiting for everyone to pick their decks, however. There we go. Is it prepared? Now we're still waiting for Sir Hut. Really need to do Battle Royale mode. Even dreamt about it for EDOPro. Also a free-for-all sort of thing. Well, as a brave knight, I'm not so much inclined to such things, but I suppose it has its charm. I prefer honorable duels and all that sort of thing. Let's see here. Cannot win the rock, paper, scissors to save my life, apparently. Regardless of which... Oh, this is Sir King's hand. Very well. Alright. Let us make this a glorious duel of honor for our final joust of the evening. Let's see. So Joe will start very humbly. Very well. So what does our hand look like? Let's see here. I just realized I forgot to change the life points. I apologize. We have to start up. My lords and ladies, we do need to start over real quick because I forgot to change the life points. Unless you wish to just duel as it is. I did forget to change the life points. So, do we have to start? I think we have to start again. I apologize greatly. I apologize greatly. I apologize, my fine lords. I forgot to change the life points. Let me do that one more time. I greatly apologize for that. Let's see. That should be enough. My apology. That was on me. This is what happens when you do too long. All right. So same teams, I suppose, as before. So yes, there we go. My apologies. So. Okay, so myself, Sir JRPG King, and I guess Sir Slayer wishes to join my side this time. It's quite alright. Yeah, let's attempt to do the same teams as before, Sir Jank, so go ahead and go down to the other team if you could. My apologies, there you go, there we go. Almost. I think if you click the duel button without playing the ready button, it will change your teams. I think. Let's see. Will someone switch with Sir King? Just let's just go by. Let's just go by. There we go. Okay, so mine is ready. Let's see. Sir King or Sir Jank, would you mind going over? I think Sir King is very adamant. Okay, let's switch our two kings here. It's kind of like chess. There we go. There we go. Everyone's happy now. I got the life points right this time. There we go. All right. Let's try that again. And this time I shall win the rock, paper, scissors. Very good. That's much better. Very good. All right. So what do we have for our opening hand here? So we activated my trade-in spell card, getting rid of this vile dragon here. So I might draw more cards from my deck. Again with this Ash block. I mean, this is the first time I've seen her all night, but at the same time, get out of here. Out of here, vile fiend. Very good. Alright. So set a card upon my board and activate mine Dangerous Bird. Or G of Destruction. What does that mean? What is that even supposed to... Is that supposed to mean something? Oh, regardless. I shall be activating the Sarcophagus of Kings spell. With which, I might send more monsters to my graveyard. And we shall summon forth many of the Horus creatures. Indeed, all hail King Toribo here in this fine duel. It is dedicated in his honor. So we better not lose. Just saying. For now, though, I shall summon forth several creatures. I shall activate mine Return of Dragons. Dragons, indeed. So summon forth a dragon monster, whatever. And I shall summon forth a creature to aid my allies in battle. Yes, we are the soldiers of King Toribo. That is our team. Indeed. Who is the Or-G something? Are we the odd? No. Maybe. To try hard. What does that even mean? I summoned forth some monsters. I mean, I just picked this deck because it looked good. Is it bad or something? I mostly picked this deck so I can have tribute fodder and things of that nature. I may have to use some of the board. Well, if you need to remove cards from my board, go right ahead. I don't need any of these cards. I simply put them on the board so that my allies could use them. That is simply what I simply put monsters upon my board. So if, you know, if Sir Jank or Sir King needed tribute fodder. Let's see, what is this creature doing? Oh yeah, it's the dragon-made monsters, I remember very well. This will summon forth thine chambermaid, as you do. Again, King, you may use my cards as you wish. This is the point of a grouped duel. We are using our cards together. No, Sir Joseph, we're not trying to ignore you. I apologize. No one's trying to ignore you. I'm not trying to play my deck tried hard, or whatever you mean by that, but... No, I'm simply trying to play the game as well. Very well, so... The changeover spell. I think I might need to stop that card. I do have the ability to stop a spell per turn with this vile dragon, indeed, but it's what I might have to do here. Steal that spell for now. But you see, he had another card indeed. What does this card do? Discard this card to fusion summon a dragon monster from my extra deck using that card. See? I stopped one card, but he had an even better one. I assume it's better. Maybe it's not. I have no idea. Let's see. The housemaid. Very well. Very well indeed. Alright, now this monster will be returning to thy hand and summoning forth another dragon. Very good. Alright. And of course, with the dragon made, that might destroy one of mine monsters. Well, let me think. I suppose that's fine. I mean, that's one less monster upon my board. Sir King will be able to use more of my spaces. That's quite fine. Quite good indeed. Very well. That's quite alright with me. I'm going to go ahead and use my monster's effects here. What do these creatures do? Okay, so you can't attack my monsters this turn. I'm going to draw some extra cards. And I'm going to recover 2 of the cards in the grave. Let's see here. You know what? To show that I am a man of good faith. Let's see. I shall giveth thee one of thy cards back. And I shall get one of my cards as well. There you are. See? I shall give mine opponent the boon of one of their cards back. I mean, he can't play it yet, so it's not like a problem or anything. So it's quite good. There you go. Quite good indeed. Alright, what's going on now? Oh, you're summoning your monster back. Very good. Very well. Alright. So what is this doing? Cannot activate that monster's effects this turn. Okay. Very well. Very well indeed. We shall see where this is going to go. I mean, Sir King is certainly doing things anyway. It's quite alright. Alright, so what are we going to send? This trap card. Oh yes, I remember. This is the one that lets you summon forth your monster from my graveyard. Very well. See, I think this is all quite fine indeed. I think it's quite fine. You know, I have my monsters. Now it is Sir Hero's turn. Let's see here. Ah, Sir Hero. You're playing a warrior deck. I'm quite pleased by this. Quite good indeed. Very well. Alright, so what is the, this is doing? Summoning forth another fusion monster. Being, yes, the large one. Very well. So as I said before, Sir Hut, use my cards as you wish. You may use them for anything. Quite alright. Without need to remove them from thine board, go right ahead. What is this doing? Oh, summoning forth another... yes, of course, of course. Alright. Let's see where this shall go. Also, I just realized I made a slight blunder in my play. Sir Hut did remind me I shouldn't have played this in the Pendulum Zone. And yet I did. Bit of a mistake on my part. Hopefully not a problem. I hope not. If it is, that's entirely my own fault. Oh? Oh, yes, of course. The Underclock Taker. Yes, indeed. See, targeting a face-up monster. We are going to need a lot of space. I have a feeling that all of our decks require a lot of space here. But yes, we have used the Underclock Taker, and now his monster has lost its power. Quite good. I'm actually surprised that worked so well. Yes, I do apologize, King, that I played this card in the wrong place. But that's, you know, it's what it is. 'Tis what it is. So what are we going to see? Getting all of the monsters back up on the board. Quite good indeed. Alright. Well, I'm glad that my monsters are serving thee well. This is what I put them on the board to do. See, I wish to summon forth... My choosing of this deck was mostly to pick a deck that would work with others quite well, which I think it does. I mean, it appears to do so, anyway. So what is this doing? You're returning my spell to the hand. Okay, that... Oh, that's good. That's quite good, actually. Because now Sir Hut can play it in a card zone that is not the Pendulum Zone. That's good indeed. I mean, yes, these are also going to activate their effects, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not worried about that so much. Not so much worried about that part. Let's see. Indeed. It's quite the fascinating thing with these Horus monsters. They are quite potent when they activate their effects in concert with one another. It's quite potent indeed. Although I believe still have the Sheo monster that thou could negate a card with. But I don't think that's that big of a problem. We shall see. Goodness, that's a lot of cards in thine hand. What is this? Fascinating indeed. Very well, and then shalt summon forth a dragon from thine deck, whose attack and defense shall become 0. Very well. A prime target to be smited. Oh, the Chambermaid, of course. That will get you another card. See? This is the joy of a grouped duel. All these different cards being played at once, all these different strategies coming together with one another. It's quite beautiful. Quite beautiful indeed. So this is going to... Oh yes, the Called by Grave spell you got that back from the grave, I forgot. Very well. Very good indeed. Alright, but yes, he's going to use his monster's effect now, as I suspected he would. Summoning forth another housemaid. Getting forth the hospitality spell, of course. I believe... Will that activate... No. Yes, yes. The Lord Paul monster will come back. Yes, yeah, there we go. The Dragon Maid here will activate its effect. Well, regrettable that the Underglot Taker was removed, but it put in good work for us. Quite a good showing indeed. Alright, so we can still attack his monsters. Let's see, who can we defeat here? The Lady's Maid can be bested. The Stern Monster and the Lorpa, I believe, yes. I mean, 3 for 3. Sounds good to me. There we go. Quite good. Alright. Quite the vicious battle we have going on here. The Horus monsters are able to lay down these dragons for now, which is quite good indeed. I mean, we do have to deal with 2 of these dragon-made fusion monsters, but there's neither here nor there. Does this do anything if it's destroyed? I don't think it does. I could be wrong, though. Don't think it does. Good. Quite good indeed. Although that one trap is still in the grave, I believe, so we'll see. Very well. So we have our boards established here. So we'll see what Sir Levi will do. Okay, wait. Alright, so Jack, do as you wish, but do recall our time is limited. We only have so many cards that we can play this turn, so just be aware of the time, that's all. And don't play too many cards, because Sir King is yet to go. So, you know, do something, but don't do maybe everything, I don't know. Whatever your dick wishes to do. Just watch the time, that's all. Let's see here. What do we have here? Send this card, draw a card for every card. Should have activated both house dragons. Cannot be targeted. Yes, unfortunately, yeah, because of the, I can't pronounce this card's name. This prevented targeting for a turn. Which is quite good. Oh. Oh no, it's the giant rock. The Lord's Rock. Well, that's what will happen when... Oh my goodness, this token creature is so big. My lord, it's powerful. Very well. Very well indeed. Alright, so hero. Ah, of course, the Return of the Dragon Lord spell that I discarded earlier. Quite good. That can revive this dragon here. And that can remove it one of the rock from play. Although I don't like the idea of a dragon removing the Lord's Rock from the field. Feels very heretical. Very much so. Alright. I would conclude my turn soon, Sir Hero, just in case. Just don't play all the cards yet, because Sir King might need those. I think you've done quite enough. You did quite good there. Alright. Searching forth another monster to thine hand. Very well. Alright, I'm curious now that we've seen, you know, what I am doing, what Sir Slayer's doing, what Sir Hero is doing. What will Sir Levi be doing here? Alright, well, I hope we can use a lot of these cards, Sir Hero. There's a lot of cards we've placed upon the board. Alright. So the tidying trap, as I suspected, will reviveth the lady. Let's see. This will summon out a monster from my deck, being the kitchen maid. Very good. You'll see where this will go from here. It's going to be very interesting. Alright, so Sir Levi's turn. Let us see what he has to offer us. I have a good feeling about this. That he will show us something quite interesting. More Marincess monsters. I see. I mean, we have already seen these. So, there's neither here nor there, I suppose. Let's see. This will summon a Marincess monster from thine hand. Very good. We shall see. Oh? What is this monster? Trick. Oh, this is one of those Trick Star cards. Very well. I think Sir Hero's plays might actually be very, very beneficial to us. Copycat. Are you playing this deck as well, Sir King? Are we both? Are you also playing these, or is it because you played them before? Alright. Alright. I think this is quite fine. One might think this is not fine, but I think this is quite fine. Let's see. Let's see. The Crystal Heart is upon mine board once more. And this card will look at all of our cards. What? I don't remember you doing this particular combination of cards, but this doesn't sound good. He's looking at all of our cards. Now, thankfully, we can destroy their field spell. But yes, now they know all of our cards, which is not good. Critical information has been leaked, my friends. It's not good. We must protect the kingdom. We also need to protect this giant rock. Do not worry, Sir Levi. I believe that Sir King was jesting there. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Alright, so what do we have here? The Seahorse Archivist. I see. No, it's a good thing they don't know your hand yet, but now they know everyone else's hand. Let's see, this will add you another Marincess spell card from thine deck to thine hand. I hope for certain you do not have an out for this nib monster, for I have this primal being token. It's quite powerful indeed. It's 14,000 attack points. It's quite a lot of attack points. It would be quite interesting if we could attack and win the duel with this token monster. Simply laying you low with your own hubris. But you attempted to use the king's own rock to stop us. Alright, so once more, the field spell is upon thine board. Very well. Now summon forth yet another creature to thy board, indeed. Reviving another Marincess. Let's see. No, this is the one that adds a card. Very good. No, it does summon a monster. Very well. It does both. It does both. Ooh, getting a little tired here. But keep going. Keep going, my lads. Keep going, my lords. My good friend, my fellow knights. My brain is starting to melt here. Sitting in front of this computer, how long have we been here? Over 3 hours. I hope that this final duel is almost complete. But my brain, I feel, will turn to mush if it does not. Let's see. During thine opponent's turn, I see. It's quite alright indeed. Indeed, for we have the other copy of the Space Typhoon spell. For while this can stop our spell traps, it's only during our turn that it works. Let's see here. Oh no, the token. It was a beautiful card indeed. Also, you had another field spell. The third one. Very well. That's not ideal, but we'll see where this is going to go here. My goodness, he had all 3 of that field spell. Is it not? No, it is not. That's not good at all. That is quite bad, actually. Now one good thing, unless he can make another of that crystal heart card, whatever monster he summons forth will not be as potent. Very well. Hard to say. He is just able to defeat the dragon. Alright. It's perhaps a good thing to let this monster be destroyed? I don't know. I mean, we could save it. Do we need it, though? That's the question. I suppose it's better to have it than not. At least for now. So we shall see where this goes. We must remove that field spell from the board. Oh, and I suppose we should have let it. We should have let it die, but that's neither here nor there, I suppose. Let's go ahead. The Pod Prosperity spell. You don't need to deal damage so long as the king can get the cards he needs. And there's always a sarcophagus of kings if you need it. So that's something. Let's see. 4, 5, and 6. Let's see. So unfortunately we did leave the Felgrand monster upon the board. That actually is something that we could have left off the board, but it's neither here nor there. Who could have known? Alright. So we have the Melodious Songstress creature. And the Melodious Concerto spell card. Let's see. Fusion Summoning Forth. This creature. Very good. The Melodious Maestra monster. What does this card do? Summoning a Melodious monster from thine deck. Very good. See, Sir King, we did leave you enough room to do what you wish to do, and none of the Pendulum Zone cards were left filled with cards. As Sir Hunt wisely stated, we left the zones free. Let's see, what does this creature do? This will add back another monster. Good. And it can do another fusion summon. Quite good indeed. So what are we summoning forth now? The Bloom Diva, the Melodious Choir. Cannot be bested by battle or cards. Takes no damage. If it battles a special summon monster, inflicts damage equal to the difference in attack values, and then destroys that monster. Quite good indeed. I like it. Let's see. So yes, you should summon forth your dragon, but our dragon is bigger. It'll make a bigger target for us later, but for now we're going to use it to smite your dragon. For now though, the Bloom Diva shall smite you And your monster. Oh, it's the original attack of the monsters, not the current attack. Well, it's neither here nor there, I suppose. I suppose it's neither here nor there. Let's see here. Yeah, strike down his monsters. Quite good. Alright, well, so far, I'm starting to feel that we could have dueled the original duel with the life points as they were. Because they're doing very little damage at the moment. It's actually quite hilarious that, you know, we could have simply gone from there. Let's see. Oh, can you fusion summon again? Huh. I thought you already did that. Well, neither here nor there. Let's see. So this will remove up to 3 cards from the graveyard. Most excellent. Although the graveyard is filled with quite a few cards, so what you would hit is... I see. I'm surprised you didn't hit any of the Dragon Maid cards, but that's neither here nor there, I suppose. It is neither here nor there. Very well. Sir Joseph, it is finally your turn. You state this is all according to thine plan. Let's see it. I see. The Gladiator's Proving Ground spell. What does this do? Adding a monster. I see. That could be dangerous indeed. Alright. The Gladiator Beast Gistel. I see. Reveal this kind of Gladiator Beast monster to summon forth both from thine hand, you say? Very good. And then this monster will... Let's see. This monster will send another Gladiator Beast, change its level and its name, and this will simply search another spell trap. Very well. Oh, quite the back and forth indeed. I can't wait until it's my turn again, and I can feel free to use my teammates' cards. Let's see. Let's see. You sent this monster to the graveyard. What did you search to thine hand? Summon a Gladiator-based monster from thine hand or grave with a different type of the monsters that control. Cannot be bested in battle. Very well. Quite a competent card indeed. So you shall summon forth this large lizard man. I mean, it looks like a lizard man. The one thing I'll say about the EDOPro, I'm not able to zoom in on the cards like on the Master Duel, so which allows me to see the cards in greater detail. Alright, so this is a tamer, you say. Summoning a Gladiator Beast fusion monster, ignoring its summoning conditions. Very well, that is quite good indeed. It's quite the vicious effect indeed to have. Let's see. At the end of the battle phase, if Gladiator Beast battled, shuffle it into the deck and do something. You summon forth the Gazaris monster, I see. Samurais, gladiators, dragons, Egyptians, not mermaids, and singing performers. Quite the gaggle of misfits indeed. Quite the gaggle. I wish I had a warrior monster of my own. Seeing Sir Hero playing a warrior deck makes me wish I had picked a warrior deck myself. Missed opportunities. Next time, I suppose. Alright, so what is this doing? You're destroying our sarcophagus of kings. I see. So you fear the sarcophagus of kings. Very well. You don't have to pay tax for the cards. I'm a knight. I don't pay taxes. That's for peasants. Let's see. Just spend things. Yes. But of course, as a knight of the kingdom, I do not pay taxes. I collect them. And then I spend it on, well, continuing to fund the current kingdom, of course. I don't really have anything else to spend coin on. So what is this doing? This will add a Gladiator Beast card from thine deck to thine hand. That being... oh, the card from before, I see. Very well. So we'll see. So Joe is starting to. Joseph is starting to run low on time here. So we'll see where this is going to go. We still have plenty of life points, so I'm not in any way, shape, or form worried about this. Not in any particular way. The only thing I need to be concerning about is, like, making sure I keep enough room for my teammates to play their cards. Very good. So what does this do? Let's see. You can target a Gladiator Beast monster you control, shuffle it into the deck, summon a Gladiator Beast... Oh, you can revive this and it will work again? And now you summon out another Lizard Man. Ultra rare, you have them to play certain cards on the Master Duel. Oh, I see. So, certain cards are more valuable than others. Interesting. Also, what on earth is going on at the moment? Alright, you summon forth another Gladiator Beast monster. This will summon out another monster from mine hand or grave. Or one from mine deck, if that desires. Getting forth this creature again. You keep getting back that comeback spell, which is a little worrying. But you are almost out of time, so we'll see where this will go here. Let's see. Cannot be best by battle. Opponent can activate cards. Goodness gracious, the time is very low, Sir Joseph. You may wish to conduct your battle phase, sir. That will conclude your turn before you run out of time. Oh, also we get that spell. There we go. Very good. Yes, you may wish to end your turn, sir. You're almost out of time. Whew. That was quite close indeed. Quite the close call indeed. Let's see what these do. Once per turn, my opponent activates a monster effect. I see. I shall activate my dangerous Bigfoot monster then. Using this card, I might shuffle the cards in my hand. I see. Well, this is why I was saving that. Quite good indeed. So let's see. I shall send forth 2 cards from my hand. And I shall get myself another Sarcophagus of Kings. As was my plan all along. So I shall activate the Sarcophagus of Kings. And I shall go ahead and search forth mine Horus creatures once more. But my monsters may not be quite as big as yours, but I can work with it. Let's see. Let's see. You choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks, you say. Quite devious indeed. Quite the devious thing indeed. Very well. Let me think about this. I shall once again use mine dangerous Bigfoot monster. Summoning him from mine hand. And drawing forth another card. From there, I shall summon forth another creature. This one. Let me think. Yes. I shall summon forth mine Dingirzu monster. When it is summoned forth, I might send one of thy cards to the graveyard. In this case, I shall send forth your Domitianus monster, for I shall choose who I attack on my own time, sir. So, with that being said, let's see. It's only when you attack, correctly? Yes. 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 Very good. Very good, this ought to work. Let us attack with everything we have. No. I do not need to use the Sarcophagus of Kings. Not at all. But for now, we shall lay into you with everything we have to offer. Not quite enough to end the duel by any standard, but it's a nice way to get ourselves back upon the board. Oh, that's right. Your monster cannot be bested by battle. I should have attacked with different creatures there. That's not necessarily good. Let me think on this. So, end the battle phase. What are you doing? If a battle, shuffle that monster into the deck. Oh, I see. And summon forth this creature. Very good. But however, I shall not be allowing this. I can simply protect my spell using my Dingyuzu monster. Now, as it stands, let's see here. Let me think. Is there anything else I wish to summon forth? Or do I simply wish to leave my monsters? You know what? I will not. I shall simply activate my Sarcophagus of Kings for now. I shall revive the happy creature. And from there, I shall end my turn. Quite enough, I'd say. I don't want to take all the fun, of course. So we shall see where it goes from here. I'm sorry, sister, I forgot what you were playing. You're playing the Dragon Maid cards, correct? Yes. You were playing the Dragon Maids. So this is going to allow you to summon forth one of your maids. Yes. Yes, indeed. Very well. Very well indeed. Yes, I could have done that slightly differently. I don't think it would have mattered too much. But I still could have done that slightly better, I suppose. They would have had one less monster if it was not for me, but I don't think it matters too much. Hopefully, maybe. Shall see. See, the Parlor Maid will send another of your monsters to the graveyard, as you do. Very good. Very good indeed. Don't you have that spell of yours? Or perhaps you don't. I don't know. Very good. Another drag. More of these dragons, I tell you. So many dragons. So many dragons indeed. Let's see. We see about slaying Kaiba. Yeah, Sir Kaiba, well, he's alive. I defeated the Blue Eyes Dragon, but he managed to scurry away. And yes, I'm very serious about slaying him. It's not so much that he plays dragons, so much that he consorts with them. Let's see here. Yes, there is a field spell, and there is the Dragon Maid here. Let's see, what's this doing again? I apologize, my lords and my fellow knights, that my attention is starting to flag a little bit. This has been quite the long of this stream thing, and I'm starting to lose my focus a bit. What is going on exactly? This maid is upon the board. Let's see, this maid does something. Indeed. Okay, there we go. So you summon forth your kitchen maid. The kitchen maid might send you more cards. No, it adds a monster, then sends a card. Very good, very good. Very good. As you do. I mean, I'm not too worried. I mean, we have quite a few powerful monsters here. So I'm not seeing any sort of issue happening. I'm just waiting for the part where we can attack our opponents and lay them low. I'm starting to think that 20,000 was too many life points. It's a bit too many life points, perhaps. We'll see. Alright, so... the kitchen maid shall do as it does, returning it to its hand to get forth another monster. You shall use your maid's effect here. And let me think. Actually, no. You can destroy that monster. I don't need it anymore. I don't quite need it anymore. I can simply use the effects of all of mine cards now. Besides, I can simply recover the card if I need it. So, let's go ahead and get our cards back. And thanks to my Nimseti monster, I shall be sending... I'll send this creature to the graveyard. That will draw me many more cards, indeed. And now you cannot attack mine Horus creatures. Let's see. Yes, the Horus cards are quite competent, indeed. They're quite good because they, you know, I'm able to summon them forth. They don't negate cards, which is good, although the fact that I can stop my opponent from attacking my monsters is quite troublesome for them. And also, this card allows me to draw many cards, which is... I would suppose this card might be a little too powerful, perhaps. Not simply because it gains a lot of attack points, but because it can, in fact, draw me many cards. Could have stopped everything with Heraklinos. I don't know what that is, but I'm glad you didn't summon it, because that would have stopped everything right there, I suppose. Alright. Alright, so Sir Hertz, remember you can use my cards for whatever you wish. If you need to remove them from my board, go right ahead. Let's see. So now we must deal with yet another dragon. Very well. Actually, is this the same dragon or a different one? I'm not entirely certain at this point. My head is filled with fluff at the moment, so I'm not 100% certain. I think it's the same one, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Indeed. Summoning back your stern creature. Very good indeed. Shall see indeed. I do apologize for my teammates. Oh, there we go. See? I'm allowing my team to use my cards. It's quite good. Alright, so now we have this wizard here. Very good. The warrior that returneth alive, indeed. The warrior shall fight again. Let's see, what do we have here? The legendary warrior Shi Nai and the legendary warrior Mizu Ho. Very good. So what do these cards do? You tribute a 6 samurai monster to target a card in the field and destroy it. Quite good indeed. And then... oh, his card's gonna be destroyed by card effect. But the Shinai will recover our other monster. Very good. Tis something. Tis something. Well, it was a good attempt. It was still a good attempt. So what else can we do here? We still have the Horus monsters. We have our warriors. Can I look at an extra deck and see if there are cards that can help us? I didn't see any noble knights there, so we'll see. We shall see indeed. Now we have 6 all monsters upon the board. Quite a few. It's quite a few monsters indeed. Let's see here. How many cards upon the graveyard? Quite the collection of cards in the graveyard. This monster can stop any card. This card protects from being destroyed by card effect. This will simply keep fusing monsters. This does nothing. This does things when monsters are returned to the hand. Very well. Very well, so we shall attempt to recover 5 of our cards. Drawing into even more cards. Very well. Once more the Underclock Taker. That did work quite well last time. Indeed. For now, the dragon has no attack points. Lay it low, Sir Hut. I just realized they have a face-down card. I suppose we could be worried about that, but who needs to be? Lay it low. Smite that dragon. Come on. At some point, at least. At some point. Very good. Let's remove some of these dragons from the board. And let's see here. I suppose that makes more sense, yes. Attack this made with that monster, indeed. I was simply looking at more damage there, but this works just as well. Very well. Let's see here. Yes, do not forget to remove the Dragon Maid, though. It is very troublesome. Very good. Our offensive remains on the offensive. Very good. Alright, well the duel is not quite concluded yet. But 'tis a good start. 'Tis a good start indeed. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. I will say I'm probably going to pass right out after this duel. It is quite intensive. Quite intensive indeed. Very well, so is there anything else we can do? Do not worry. Sir Hut has you covered. And remember, you can use up all of our cards as you need them. So now... See, when I summoned Forth-Minded Gears of Monster, I did consider... Oh? Oh, yes, you put one of my cards into your deck, yes. I did consider getting rid of the Ocean spell. So I figured that that might have been good to getting rid of my opponent's cards. I don't think we needed another monster on the board. Again, Sir King, if you need to get rid of my cards, go right ahead. We'll see. So Levi has a whole hand of cards at the moment. It's not exactly a good thing here. We shall see. Although the dragon might prove useful here, we shall see indeed. Very well. Proceed. I will be paying attention. Do not worry. I'm simply resting my eyes. No. No, must not. Must not pass out yet. It will happen, but later. Let's see. What is this doing? Let's see. You can banish a Marincess trap from my grave to add a Marincess trap with a different name. Very good. If this card is banished, you can target a monster and give it more attack power. Very well. So once more, the Marincess monsters will do as they wish to do. The question remains, can Sir Levi put enough cards upon the board to make it matter? That is the question here. I think he may be able to do just that. Possibly indeed. Let's see. Apologies, I'm just clicking buttons. Let's see. What's going on here? We have the Marincess monster upon the board yet again. The field spell. Oh wait, what happened to the field spell? I wasn't paying it. Oh yes. Did you use the dragon's effect? Yes, you did. Very good. I see. Well, thankfully, because of the Sarcophagus of Kings, that shan't remove the cards from our board. Which is quite good for us. Quite good indeed. Yes, City Monster will get rid of a card. I would recommend the Dragon, perhaps. Hard to say. Oh. Let's see. Return to thine extra deck to summon another monster with the same rating with a different name, you say. Very well. But City Monster is yet to conclude its effect. My goodness. So many different back and forths here. It's hard to say exactly where this is going to go. How long is this third duel gone? Almost an hour just of this? My goodness. My goodness. But the people of this world, they play hard, I tell you. Quite hard indeed. Let's see. Oh yeah, so we get our monster. Very good. Well, Sir King, I think thou have gotten thy wish. There are less monsters upon the board now. Granted, the horse monsters are still quite there. But now it is your turn. What can you do? Let's see here. Let's see here. You could tribute summon thine monster, and then use the effect of thine pendulum scale if that wished it. That is a potential thing you could do. Or simply play the pendulum scale again. That's also a thing. Just an idea. Just an idea, that's all. Not trying to tell anyone how to play, of course. So, what is it doing right now? Ah, yes, of course, of course. Let's see. Melodious fusion monsters summoned to thine field. Cards in the extra deck. Place this card. Okay. Quite good indeed. Yes, if thou wish it, you could summon forth your level 7 creature here, and then use your pendulum scale to search another card. Yes. And then you can revive the horses at your leisure. That's the nice thing about them. Let's see. This will add a monster back. Quite good. Regrettably, we have two of the same scales at the moment. But it's neither here nor there. We shall simply have to do what we have to do. Oh. And, let's see. Is that enough to win the duel? It might be. Difficult to say here. Difficult to say. But I think that might be enough. Perchance. Let's see. Oh, assuredly it must be here. Alright, entering the battle phase. The chambermaid will retreat, of course. But I don't think it's going to be enough. It's time to lay the dragons low. Or, no, of course. This one is stronger than this one. Very good indeed. Oh, my goodness, my lords. My fellow knight, my kinsmen. My goodness. I think we've finally reached the end of our 3 versus 3 match here. It was quite the adventure. Quite the adventure indeed. But unless I'm mistaken, that will be just enough here. So that will be the game. Quite good indeed. Oh my goodness, that lasted forever. But it was quite good. A good game to everyone involved. Everyone got to do something. And we got to see quite a few different stratagems. No, Sir Joseph, it was not your fault. You did nothing wrong. Did nothing wrong at all. No one did, in fact. I would say I made the mistake of playing that one card in the pendulum scale the first turn, so if anything, I almost ruined everything for my team. That was one hell of a game, and hail to King Karibo, he who reigns over us all. Other than, of course, God above, who reigns above King Karibo. But yeah. Either way, my brain is starting to melt, my lords. So I must depart for now. It was quite good. We will have to do this again sometime, although perhaps next time a little shorter, because this stream has been almost 4 hours in the making. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. But yes, thank thee, my lords, for joining us for today's joust. We had quite a few duels, and things went quite well for the most part. We had some duels where things didn't go quite well. But, you know, for the most part, I'm fine with it. So I should do. Perhaps I'll join you for another stream someday. Perhaps if I'm around. Regardless, thank thee for joining us today, everyone. Do not forget to join the current kingdom by hitting the subscriptioneth button and the liketh button to let us know that you enjoyed today's joust. If I'm on the Discord, join it. Yes, join it to the Discord as well for whatever is on there as well. Very important. So, my lords and ladies, I must depart now, for I'm about to pass out. So, I shall see thee again soon. Prepare thyselves for the continuation of the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! For we still have 20-something days left, and we are not stopping. So, good night, everyone. Fare thee well. I, SirMemphis, noble knight, heir to the current kingdom,